Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's PCP. You know what it is. You know where you are. Welcome, one and all. I'm the best guy ever, joined today by my brother, Ben Saint.
It's nap time on the PCP.
It is nap time.
It's time to go to bed.
And you know them, beloved sisters of battle, Munchy and Give and Take. They are sisters. This is their lore. We're brothers. They're sisters. You know,
this
that's
is
the
a shit
theme of the
intro
show.
I don't care about. Radcon 4!
Hey, you're a week late, idiot. We already talked about that last
did announce.
week.
Yeah, but the Kickstarter is out, right? Or
maybe.
gonna be out soon?
Maybe.
It may well be. It may well be. It's possible.
As of recording, only God knows.
Did I tell you, Ben, that I was wrong about the 8-day thing? It's actually like a 1 to 3 day review period.
I saw the message. Yeah, I saw the message.
That's simply epic.
Is the Kickstarter out by now? Is it not out by now? Only you can check by doing the description.
My Kickstarter got approved in like an hour. So I'm hoping ours performs similarly.
I feel it's a little awkward. If we knew it was coming out, I would love to go to it now. But I can say if it is out,
it's
Schrodinger's
link
Kickstarter.
in the description.
Guys,
this Kickstarter does not exist.
Check the down there doobly-doo description box.
This Kickstarter exists in a state of superposition until examined, upon which time the URL links to the Kickstarter. So we'll see if that happens.
I want to have a real heart-to-heart, real father-to-son moment with the audience right here, because I want to hopefully illustrate why exactly I'm back right now at this crucial juncture in the PCP's development. Because for the past couple months, I've been thinking, recording the PCP, whatever.
What a waste
Who
of
even
time.
fucking cares about that shit?
I hate money also.
What? Democrats? Republicans? Love those guys. And then I wouldn't go on the PCP. And then when going to the PCP chat to discuss Radcon 4 and getting all worked up about this and spending the many late hours at night
I am
going
so
through the
sick.
beach
I am
houses.
so fucking sick of all of you after this week of nothing but nonstop Discord calls working out all the bullshit.
I'm at the exact opposite, where it's like, oh my god, actually, I like everyone. Oh god, the PCP's cool, actually. So let's see if the PCP's cool or if just the PC is cool on this episode. This will be a trial run.
What?
I hear you.
Oh, wait, no, I get it. It took me a second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Very hard to understand.
We're going to have a battle against our rival, the Mac P,
McDonald?
PCP. You know what I'm saying?
Stop, you're making me hungry.
Tim Cook?
Do you want to go get McDonald's, Ben?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll just go get my classic 2 McDoubles, throw away the bun.
Dude, the other day I ate 2 McDoubles and it felt like I was a fucking god. It felt like I had
you
all
throw
the
away
food
the
in the entire
bun?
world. No, I didn't.
No.
Well,
No
then
way.
you were fucking wrong.
I like the bun. I feel like the bun. Okay.
You like inflammation. You like diabetes. Huh? You like to be a fucking coward?
I like soggy bread, and I like ketchup and mustard, which gets stained all over the bun.
He loves that sugar rush. He loves that insulin spike in his blood. Yeah.
Oh, I've been counting my calories, and every single day has just been constant agony and not even worth itness because I'm so fucking hungry. I'm just gnawing off my own arm every single second that I get. I'm literally the hungriest person, and I'm starving to death actively as we speak right fucking now. It's been a nightmare. So when I get to actually eat food, it's great.
Try to go an entire day without eating.
I did that yesterday until I guess Michelle did bring me a bunch of mochi at late in the day, but it's not that hard.
Just for fun. And then you'll wake up the next day and you'll be hungry, but you won't want to eat that much because you'll get full really fast.
I have done that before in the past, intentionally. I've fasted for a couple days. I mean, I could use it again to refresh my memory.
I mean, because if you're used to eating a lot or more, and then you go down to less, you're like, oh no, I'm accustomed to more food than this. But if you fast for a little bit, and then you start eating again, you're accustomed to less. That's genius move.
We're gonna get a ton of comments that are just like, that's really bad for you.
That's so irresponsible. You're gonna kill
Dude?
Munchy, Ben. What are you doing? He doesn't know any better.
Dude, if you don't eat food for one day, you fucking keel over and die as soon
literally-
as the clock strikes midnight.
If there's one man who needs more kidney stones, it's Munchy. There's no doubt. And, Ben's got you covered on that front.
Speaking of food, I was walking past...
Highly speculative.
I was in the grocery store the other day, and I was walking past the ice cream section, and I looked inside and gazed at what I could be if I were a different man. And I was looking, and I saw an ice cream that I want to know your guys' opinion on, because I've been polling everyone, and it seems nearly unanimous, and I don't know why this product exists, because it's so obviously reviled. There's an ice cream where it is vanilla ice cream, and then inside of the ice cream pent, there is French fries, just pieces of French fries inside of it. No, okay, listen. Dipping French fries into shakes is delicious.
No.
I think that's the
I'm
gimmick
against
of
that
this.
as well.
Yeah, I'm against
You're against
that
that.
too.
You're
It's
against that
not
too.
right.
No, I don't get it at all.
For sure.
No,
I
okay.
I understand French fries and chocolate a little bit because it's like salted chocolate sort of thing. I never really understood the milkshake thing.
That's a slightly more socially acceptable version of melting a slice of American cheese on your apple pie. It's equivalently disgusting to me.
It doesn't make any sense, and I don't see the appeal at all.
The reason why you would dip a French fry into a shake is because you're getting a massive difference in texture and in flavor. It's way different things. It's it's hot and it's cold.
Yeah.
It's fluffy and crunchy and it's soft and sweet. It's way different. You put them in, it's an explosion of different types of perspectives.
Are you trying to say that you're pro this thing, Munchie? Is this
No,
your point?
I'm not saying trying to put this thing.
He's obviously saying that. Listen to how lovingly he's describing
But he
the
just said no.
experience. He's lying. He's lying.
No.
Oh.
There's a difference here. Dipping it in a shake is not like this ice cream pint at all, because the fucking French fries are all soggy and gross and cold and disgusting.
Sure.
They aren't fluffy or crispy, and they aren't hot. They don't balance against the ice cream at all. They're just fucking potatoes.
I guess I sort of see the path of logic that would convince one to make this product.
These fries have been processed and they have lived in that ice cream for who knows how. I'm sure they've fucking absorbed their native environment and just become it's just become a homogenous mess. It sounds
How many fries are we talking inside this block of ice cream?
At best dumb and pointless, and at worst disgusting. I'm very against it.
Yep. I see no justification for allowing this in a civilized society.
Imagine
Look at this
if you
fucking
could have
cross-section. Look at this cross-section.
I don't see it.
Where
It's
you
Okay,
in-
while I post that, what were you saying, Gib? I'm trying to imagine.
Disgusting.
Oh yeah. Could you fucking imagine energy drink ice creams? Imagine Bang ice
I can
cream.
imagine it.
Oh my god, guys! I have said it for years. Yesterday, I found I was looking at vapes. I was looking at vape flavors, and I found it. They made it. They made caffeinated vape.
Oh, whoa,
with
really?
with taurine
okay.
and B vitamins and shit. It's like energy drink vape. I want some so bad, but they were sold out.
You know what, Ben?
For the sake of argument, is through the lungs the correct way to absorb B12 and
It's a reasonable question, and I don't know the answer.
Okay.
Maybe. But I mean,
It turns out it's the superior option.
The point is,
taking
I've been
it in the
saying,
ass was always the
saying
superior option.
that caffeinated vape sounds incredible and like something I want for a long time, and I saw it. It's real. Somebody fucking did it.
Ben, I had
I'm a
the
little
exact
dubious of the
same
science.
fucking altercation. I found caffeinated water, and they're really fucking expensive for
right.
some reason. But I'm gonna order this as soon as I get, and then I can get hydrated and
Water-
caffeinated at the
Water
exact
Joe.
same thing.
We should be sponsored by waterjoe.com. It's just water and caffeine. What more do you need?
Dude, look at how fucking oh my god,
Everyone's ripped
please
as
think
shit,
that I'm
dude.
really fucking healthy for you. Please think that I will make you cool and make
They're
you
clearly marketing this as to the people who wake up, have a cup of coffee, a black coffee, and go to the gym. They're like, fuck the coffee, man. You just need the water and the caffeine. You're a god.
I'm looking at this
sports.
French fry ice cream, and I'm looking at the cross section. I literally can't see the French fries.
We're talking about small bits of fries at most.
They are
at most.
totally indistinguishable. They don't look any different.
Oh, look
from
at
the
that.
cream.
AKA, in quote, fast food, on the label.
Stupid.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I'd give it a try. Actually, I almost feel like the fact that it's enmeshed in there and more and homogenized and just sort of blended into it might make it better.
Yeah.
Than
It might.
Because
It
I'm on
might.
record. I don't do the dip fries and milkshake thing. I don't get it. It doesn't appeal to me. So I think maybe this might be better than that, just because maybe it would just sort of lend a kind of starchy, salty texture to the ice cream itself. Maybe I'd give it a shot.
You know what sounds like a really satisfying job, though? Being the guy who does cross-sections of ice
Yeah.
cream containers.
Yeah.
Probably gets
Yeah.
paid mad shit because this is definitely like a fucking.
I mean, we're talking about a pro
The people who
photographer.
made this ice cream are definitely on the fucking flight logs. They
Honestly,
definitely
this
have
doesn't-
cash to throw
This
around.
doesn't look like that professional a shot to me. Like the resolution's not amazing, but imagine
Yeah.
imagine take this tub out of the freezer and just put it on the table
it in
and just
half.
take a knife and just like work it down through and split it in half and then set it out and take a picture. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I want to
Do
go
you
do
think
it right
that they
now.
are working it down, or do you think it's like a clean, like samurai katana slice down the middle?
This looks like a fairly clean cut. You need like a level 2, like a level 3, level 4 samurai to execute a slice of this level,
No,
I would say.
you would want to get a very clean cross section with like a good down the middle cut, and I don't think
Yeah,
that like
yeah,
a
yeah.
clean like fast stroke would do that. You would want to like carefully place the knife
surely-
on top of the tub and just like push it down slowly.
I'm sure they use like a bandsaw or some sort of like table,
You're
like
probably
some
right.
thing to go. zzz.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe.
wait, dude, wait, imagine, okay, this cross-section, like this pint that's been cut in half, what happens, like, after this photo? Like, does it just start, like, leaking out, like, just start melting immediately and just
Yes.
spill
Well, they
onto the
just-
fucking floor?
I mean, well, yeah, they just throw it in the trash.
They're not gonna eat it? They're not gonna, the cameraman's not gonna eat every ice
mourning,
cream?
Maybe.
Are you mourning that somewhere out there a pint of ice cream was thrown away and not consumed?
It's the principle of the matter. Listen,
I understand.
people
I
are starving in
appreciate-
Africa.
It's true.
That's true.
It's true.
Wait, okay, going back to this caffeinated water thing real quick. I just want to say that I, like, every single day have been waking up and I've been drinking energy drinks. And they're all great and they're literally good for you, and any doctor that tells you that they aren't is literally fucking lying to you, and it makes no
Yeah.
fucking sense, and I
It's paid
don't
off.
even understand it. It's literally paid off in every way. But
Paid
I
off
will
by
say,
big sport water.
my brain and body hurt all the time now, and I'm starting to crumple up into like a origami. And so I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, maybe all this extra sodium and like stuff that I'm getting from the energy drink is maybe not good. But I love caffeine, and caffeine is actually good for you. And any doctor that tells you that it's not is literally lying to you and wrong. So how
Yeah.
can
You
I
know what you
get
should do
caffeine
instead?
and
I agree.
anything else?
I agree, Munchy.
I've got a
It's true.
prescription for you, and the prescription is
CGP
get up,
Grey has a good
do
video about
yoga.
coffee.
First thing, don't drink coffee. Do yoga for 10 minutes when you wake up.
Are you for
Wait,
real?
Nate,
Are you?
why-
I've been doing it.
Do you
I've been
do
doing it
yoga?
the last little
Do
while.
you? What?
You could do both. You could do both. Those aren't
Yeah.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
But one is free.
God.
One is free though. That's a
What-
plus
what,
for me.
freer than coffee?
God.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically.
Coffee costs nothing.
Ben, listen to the awe in Munchy's voice. He's clearly into it. Be
no,
a yoga
I'm,
guy.
I'm disgusted to the point of surprise. I can't believe what I just
Oh.
fucking heard. It was like a brain shock to me. Nate, you do yoga? Is this the fucking bitch cast right now? What's going
I am
on?
mildly surprised, but like, I don't care either.
Yeah, well, it's not that
My
interesting.
fucking tea is dropping at astronomical levels.
What's wrong with
You're-
yoga?
Oh my God.
This is literally toxic,
toxic
masculinity.
masculinity,
no
You're
doubt about it,
perpetuating
dude.
unhealthy gender stereotypes.
I think we're going to have to vote fucking Nate off.
I specifically made sure I wasn't gay. I respected the gender binary by making sure I did yoga for men. Like, all videos are
Okay,
exactly
thank-
the same, but I watched one
thank
for
God.
men. Thank
Thank
God.
I mean,
Thank
the
God.
way I think of yoga, like the first thing
Yeah.
I think of is like the Wii balance board.
Doll
and
scene
Wii
from
Fit.
Street Fighter?
No, the Wii
No?
Wii
Oh.
Fit. Like I think of yoga in that, and I'm like, yeah, video games.
Ew, but that's a
I like
lady, though.
yoga.
That's gay.
There's a male.
You can choose a
fit
man
in
if you
here.
want.
But the default is female, proving that it's default
And-
female.
God, why did they have to make it so political by making the default to female?
By choosing a woman. Yeah. Oh, have I told you guys the most hilarious joke I ever heard from a feminist that I thought was legitimately great? It
Okay.
was it was just a Twitter post, and it's like, you know, whatever, some feminist, and her post is that like doctor, like, it says to new father, "It's a girl." Father replies, "Ooh, I just think that that's a little political. Like, why you got to insert your
yeah.
agenda into like."
why did it have to be a girl though? Like, what does that add to its
yeah.
arc?
Yeah, exactly. Great joke. Legitimately great joke.
All right.
God, I hate women.
enough.
So much.
You fuck.
Enough misogyny. Enough of that, because now it's time to talk about my Lord of Ghosts
Misandry.
comic that came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, it's out and
Ah.
it's great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
Oh, thank you.
It's delicious.
It's so good. Like I read it and I jumped onto Discord and I was like, at hypocrite. Fuck, I love this Lord of Ghosts comic. It's wicked cool. Thanks for making
It
it,
is.
bro.
Hip-
Structure
Hippo-
is creative and excellently executed. No doubt.
I know the only reason you made this comic is because you wanted to jump on the PCP and say, "Hey guys," and then I want to say back to you to fulfill all your hopes and dreams, your blood and your sweat and your tears. You're cool.
Oh, thanks,
I
guys.
wouldn't go that
Yeah.
far. The Lord of Ghosts is cool. Hey, fuck you. Can we get the Lord of Ghosts on the PCP and
That'd be
ditch
pretty
this Hippo
cool.
guy, please?
He's called in
Oh.
before, hasn't he? I can't remember. I think he has.
He's been
think he's
on
been-
at least once. I think he
He's
was
been
on
on
a
a
bonus
bonus episode.
I mean, he's
Yeah,
a constant
yeah.
present. He's a
He
constant
should come back
background
to promote his
presence.
comic, though. He definitely should leave a voicemail or something.
He's sort of the elephant in the room that no one will acknowledge.
Well, it's sort of like the ghost in the room, actually. He has no elephant things about him. I think you're thinking of Turstworthy, Ben?
I
You're
am thinking
confusing
of
RCK
Turstworthy
characters.
is literally the
Speak-
elephant in the
All
room.
right, enough.
Speaking-
Gibbs,
Wait,
tell
wait,
us about
wait.
it. Tell us the tale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
What?
How did this come
Uh,
about? Why are you doing this? Also, I want to know: is this like the main comic you were working on? Because I knew you were working on 2. Is there? Is
I'm
this the big
technically
one?
working on 3. This is all
Okay.
right. So, like, plan-wise, this is like a practice comic to try and like understand how they're made and how to plan them and make them and stuff. And then in the future, I'll be working on more original things that aren't tied to existing things like Endless War and whatever.
Right, I was gonna ask about that.
But yeah, this came about because I wanted to ever since the Lord of Ghosts canonically became mayor and then was exiled or like killed, and I decided he should be exiled, and I wanted him to be a character in my rotating cast of characters that I can use for things. And I was always thinking of making a comic depicting what happens outside. And so, the obvious
Outside
thing
of the city?
outside of the
Or-
city, yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah,
next
yeah. Please
chapter
do.
is him
Yeah.
traveling outside the city. There's going to be a number of chapters, maybe 5, each of 20 pages.
I gotta
in
tell you, Gib,
length.
I'm sick to death of inside Slime City. Let's hear what's going on outside Slime City.
No,
Could
it's
not be
not.
more
There's
excited
nothing-
about it.
nothing-
It's just a
interesting's going on
normal.
out
It's just
there.
a normal ass United States. It's not
just
even weird.
desert,
Now there's at
it's
least
just
one
desert
ghost.
and then probably towns, and it's dumb, and don't
And
worry
like
about it.
people, and there's not even any slime. I don't know if you know this. There's not any slime out there. It's crazy. I know.
That is
Anyway,
unfortunate.
Hippo, continue.
But yeah, I wanted to do that. I had this idea. Originally, it was going to be like Bale Jape. I was still working on. I was going to finish that. I had written or like sort of planned out some of this comic, and then I was going to sketch it and hand it over to some RFCK people to like do the drawing, or some people some art friends who are some RFCK related. But it took me until the end of the year to finish the sketches, because I was busy doing other things, and by that time they had realized, and sort of I had realized as well, that if I were to hand these sketches over to them because they were too complete, they wouldn't be able to like do their own style on top of them, and so it would
Sure.
sort of be like kind of pointless for them to be involved. So like we decided, nah, I'm just gonna do it, and then I started doing it in January 1st. I inked and shaded the first 20 pages, and I posted them, and it was very prolific, and I was
fast
very
work.
good. I was very happy with a lot of the stuff in there. The way the pages are like, coming down at the beginning, how it explains everything you need to know without too much like pointless extra stuff. And the characterization things I put in there. My favorite thing about the whole intro is that the entire time Lord of Ghosts is referring to himself as you, because he's anticipating, as correctly, that he will forget who he is and need to read it, and so he's writing it like an instructional guide, like, you are this is what you are thinking. But on the very last page, when he thinks he's going to die, he writes I. It's like, I'm scared. And because he's like thinking that this is the end, he was like so panicky that he forgot to do that thing.
He's not writing it to his future self.
Yeah,
at that
he's
moment.
just
Trying to
being
express it.
scared, and it's like, oh yeah, that was so cool when I thought of that, and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking smart or something.
The whole thing about how I said this in the Discord, but the whole first part of it that is just like, it's the pages that he wrote to himself. And sometimes as you see the page, like in the background, like between pages, you can see like the Nega Slime over the city and stuff. It's so good, dude. It's
Yeah,
so
awesome.
fucking
Yeah.
cool. Holy shit.
Hey, incidentally, can you tell them where they can read it, Gibbs? So everybody who's now dying
yes.
to do it.
You can go to giveandtake.site. It should be the first comic at the top there. That's my webcomic website. Belljape is on there. All my stuff is on there. I also have a tapas.io/giveandtake or something, and a webtoon thing, I think, and you can find it on there. There will be links. And I'm just going to post to those 3 places every time I update. Hopefully...
Every single time?
Every single time. I'm hoping, this is optimistic, but I'm hoping to get the next chapter done in the next week. Probably be like 10, 11 days from now. From this recording.
Oh my god, that's nothing.
But by the way,
so
I want
fast.
to say that you do not have to be an RFCK whiz kid to understand this comic.
No.
It is very, very, very user friendly. Like you can basically know nothing about Endless War, and you will be able to
even
easily
if
parse.
you didn't know anything about it, like, you would totally get what's happening.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
and
a little
it explains to you. I mean, you'll have to use some context clues in some areas, but for the most part, you're gonna be able to basically get every single thing. I mean,
if you have context into Endless War, some things might be like, oh, I know what that is, but like, it's not like it's perfectly understandable without that.
That was my main thing.
Just like Slime and Punishment. Slime and Punishment is also that way, by the way,
That's
people.
true. That's true.
Just like Endless War itself, by the way, it's not that fucking hard to get into. You stupid fucking
really
idiots!
not-
It's literally
it's
not that
pretty
hard.
fucking simple. You
I was
fucking
really-
rubes.
I was really thinking of like the Digi factor. Like if I told Digi to read this, would he? And I think the fact that
That's
he
a good
knows
metric.
what
That's a good
Endless
metric.
War is, he would be like, "Oh, it's not for me." But like,
It's not. It's
I will
so
try.
easy.
I will try to convince him because it's the only thing that is RFCK is the setting, and I like structured it with like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, like a real story with a character that you're following. It's just a narrative. You don't need to know any prior knowledge. Everything
It's just
in
a narrative.
it's just a narrative. You can
Dude,
just read it.
That's like the polar opposite of it's just 2 frames. Like you derisively, it's just 2 frames. Then you like happy, like looking up towards heaven. It's a real narrative.
Hey, maybe
I
if we're
feel
lucky and we
so
play our cards
powerful.
right, we can make enough money to fly Lord of Ghosts out to RadCon 4.
Yeah, stretch
That'd be a
goal.
nice special guest.
Ooh, that's a
He,
stretch
he-
goal,
he
I
was
think.
at RFCK-Con London. He was hanging out. I wonder what point in his timeline that occurred. I wonder when and where that happens. Or maybe
Great
it's an
question.
out of canon experience, like an out of body experience.
I wonder.
I wonder
for dinner.
If we acquire vast sums of cash required to buy 1 bed sheet and perhaps scissors to cut holes in the eyes, maybe we could use that as a material vessel to summon forth the Lord of Ghosts from wherever he exists in canon.
We'll have to get like a
much
pentagram
like your,
and
your
place
Lord
those in the
Englishes.
middle. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. That would be great.
We'll
Sorry.
have to get some slime. We'll have to get some anti-slime to tempt him.
Quick aside on this out of canon thing. We had an interesting experience on my Nuzlocke yesterday, which was the time finally came for Russell to shed his
I was
mortal
there.
coil.
I was there. Rowdy Frickers.
Oh, were you?
When
Right,
Rowdy
right.
Frickers Cop Killers ended, you were still going. So
That's right.
I forgot to say it in the chat. So I said I ended the stream, and then a minute later I was like, wait a minute, fuck, I can raid. So some of the people had left, but I raided with whoever was left, and I stuck
Please
around.
keep doing. I mean, I
yeah.
just can't remember to do that ever, but I always mean to.
Try to remember. I know it's hard. I did it. You can do it too, Nate. I believe
Once I
in
get in
you.
the habit, I will do it. That's true. That's true.
Just try.
I did
try
it last time.
Honestly, it's good practice. Just pick a fucking stranger and raid them. Like
You're right. As long as your name gets out there, that's
there's
probably
like
good
yeah,
for
like
you.
you don't lose. Like nobody loses anything by it. It's just a good just end every stream by raiding someone. Why the fuck not?
That's good thinking. I'll try to do that.
Yeah, I tried.
But I was
to do
gonna say,
But anyway, the point is that I stuck around
Yeah.
because I saw the trials of Russell.
Right. So we were in this horrible battle in the underground in Goldenrod, and there was this boy with psychic powers who was really fucking me up. Or no, this was Route 36. Doesn't matter. And we got into one of those situations where if anything happened, someone was gonna die, and this is exactly what Russell was made
if
for.
I
Russell
remember,
the
it was
Rat-a-tat.
because you had Dune-kun the Pidgeot. No, the
Correct.
Pidgeotto. And
Right.
you were gonna quick attack their Kadabra, I think. And but he was confused. So if the quick attack had
Exactly.
gone off, you would have won. But if you were stricken with confusion, you would kill yourself because you were low HP.
And the way to guarantee
So it was a
victory would
total
be to
coin
switch in,
flip.
switch
Total
out.
coin flip.
Exactly. So the only thing to do was to put out Russell to take the blow, switch back into Pidgeotto,
The only thing
and that
to do
guarantees
was
success.
take
of
the
quick
coward's
attack.
way out.
That's exactly what. But you know what? Everyone was cheering for #let Russell wrestle, and he wrestled his fiercest. And actually, he had a little moment of glory earlier in the stream as a Rattata too. All in all, not much more a little Rattata who believed in himself could do. And you know, I'm
that's
just
a guy
saying.
destined to fucking die. It seems like.
No doubt about it.
You didn't grind
No
enough,
doubt.
Nate. Your guys were you had like a 19 and a 20, and then all your other guys were like level 5, level 6, level 2.
It's true. I should spend more time grinding. But you know what? I mean, Russell was yearning for death anyway, to escape this shell that felt so wrong.
Sure.
As he foolishly donated too much, and I caught a fucking Rattata.
Aren't we all?
All I'm saying is that I think in the chronology of the Pokemon series, Pokemon Gold or Silver takes place so far in any of our Nuzlockes featuring Russell earliest in the timeline. I'm wondering if perhaps this Rattata is the original incarnation
origin
of Russell.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
saying it's the tale's been told in and out of chronological order.
Yeah.
Exactly. It may
Oh,
well
God,
be.
what a
It may
storied
well be.
history.
I mean, Rattata is a purple boy, becomes a purple ghost. There's connections here. Who can say? Who can say?
Hippo,
true.
I wanted to say, by the
true.
way, I wanted to ask you something about the comic. I wanted to know what it was like drawing, like, the final line art. What was that experience like? Because I know that you have always had, a bit of an issue, like, oh, my art is bad, but your art's really good in this.
Yeah.
So how did you reconcile those two contradictory things in the world?
Facts.
Well, I think due to just generally drawing a lot at the last few months of the last year, it was good practice, good all that. I think with the sketches that were very robust and pretty much perfect as they were, like in terms of structure, like where the characters were located, it was just a matter of like making it clean. I think, I don't know, it just sort of worked out. Like there were parts where it's like, that's a little sloppy when I zoom close in, but like if I focus too hard on this,
Never zoom in. Working
Yeah.
drawing digitally, never zoom in.
I zoom in a little bit, but
it's always a mistake.
because you can
always
see like
regret
tiny
it.
little bits here and there. Well, I like to zoom in just so that I can like see dots that are easily get rid of, like dots that are
Sure,
far away
sure.
that were from an earlier part where I was erasing like a big line.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I felt like doing the due diligence to clean it up a little bit before I move on, but not to like redraw everything because the line isn't smooth enough. I'm sort of becoming more comfortable with just seeing how it goes, seeing how I draw like it the first few times and not redrawing too much unless it's like seriously bothering me. And I guess my threshold for what seriously bothers me has changed, and now I'm like, it's not important for this to be the most beautiful thing ever, even though I did design it so that it could be potentially printed at some point as a book. I'm not sure how possible that would be, but that would be nice. Having a little Lord of Ghosts.
That's how I feel with Slime and Punishment. Like not every panel needs to be a masterpiece. Just fucking draw it, and if it gets most of the time, it's enough just to get the idea across, and not look bad, and that's fine.
I think the main thing that was different from compared to like just drawings in general is that I was keeping track of the size of the pen brush when doing certain things. Like the boxes are always like 15 point when I was drawing those. This is... I can talk about this afterwards. It's like Photoshop tattled on me and told Adobe that I was using a pirated version.
How?
And
How? Yeah,
I don't know.
right?
I don't know.
I've seen that on my computer recently, and I just... there's a process you can kill to get rid of it, but it is annoying.
Well, the thing was, like, I was getting annoyed with Photoshop generally anyway because it sort of lags a lot, and sometimes it just, like, lags indefinitely, and there's no fix, so I have to turn the computer off and on again for it to be okay. So I was like, you know what, this is a good reason to just not have Photoshop anymore, and I got one of those many free alternatives.
What'd you get?
I got Medibang Paint.
What the fuck is that?
It's something I heard Tom talk about once, and I was like, I'll remember that, I guess.
This is
and
like the
it's
ball
really good.
pit at McDonald's version of Photoshop.
It's
sounds
really
great.
good. You can do basically all the same things with all the same shortcut commands. But it
I-
has some improvements, and it is sort of designed for writing mangas.
This is like Pen Tool Side 2. That's all this
I really
is.
like Manga Studio, but it did take me forever to pirate it. It took me like multiple days of working on it. Maybe I'm just stupid, but it was really hard.
The future is free shit, I guess. Like, it's a free program. You can download it right now. And it has this great tool where, like, you can click a grid, like an assist grid thing, and it can be like straight lines or like a crisscross pattern or like a radial thing or a circle thing, and you align it. So, like, if I wanted to draw straight lines going in one direction, such as rain, I can align it to be a certain thing, and then when I draw, when I draw, it only goes on that specific angle. So, like, I can't fuck up the angles, which is really nice.
That's pretty convenient. I mean, with Manga Studio, I can kind of do that by I rotate the canvas instead of the axis, and it works. I guess it would accomplish the same thing, but that's pretty good. Man, drawing digitally is so much better than traditional. Like, it's just better. I don't understand why people still do traditional.
I think people say it's
gimmick.
It's good to be well versed in both because they'll influence each other, I guess.
Okay,
or at least traditional will make you better at drawing digitally.
Traditional can impart a certain aesthetic, right? Like a watercolor painting, like has a certain feel to it, you know. And that's cool and all, but like that's bullshit. And aesthetic is all bullshit, and it's just about getting the idea across. And digital, it's just so much less complicated to do it digitally. Holy
Listen,
shit.
I'm all for digital, but the aesthetic is part of the idea sometimes. Sometimes you want to convey a certain feeling.
Not for me.
Jeez. I wonder. I guess that's why your art looks like that, huh, Ben?
Hell yes.
Jeez.
Hell yes.
I think. I think I said last time, but the way I'm working with these comics is this one's going to be like digitally, and then I'm going to try doing one that is traditional just to see like how much more difficult or easy or better it makes it. You know, it's something I should try at least.
I initially tried inking Vapors 1 traditionally, and I got like 2 pages in, and I was like, nah, this isn't gonna work. I can't. I'm just not up to it.
To then scan it and do all the shit you have to fix with it anyway. I mean, fuck that.
I tried to use a nib pen, and because I had just read Bakuman, and I was like, what the fuck is this thing? Who made this?
Hey, so this comic is cool and all, but we only know any comic or piece of media is as good as the memes that are generated out of it. So more importantly, let me just save this comic from the dustbin of history by posting this. Guys, this is literally me when I'm so fucking scared. This is literally me. Everyone, post how this is literally you when you're so scared of shit.
Now that we've thoroughly disrespected Hippo's comic and everything about his character, we can finally move on to a new fucking topic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guys, listen, if the reason... Oh, well, Hippo, do you have anything else you want to say about your comic?
Go read it right now.
Read it, yeah.
Very good.
I think we all vouch for its quality.
What is the release schedule that's going to be? Not like, when is it going to do but like, you're going to do page by page, batch by batch?
I'm going to do chapters. Like, originally I didn't have chapters. I just sketched a bunch of pages. But I'm thinking a 20-page chapter is, like, meaty and cool.
It is.
And to drop that would be like, oh my god, read the thing. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah.
Yes.
Is there any time we can look forward to that in the future? Do you not want to promise anything?
I mean, initially, like I was saying, like, optimistically, I could do 20 pages of this, because it's all sketched. I could line it and shade it in, like, a week each chapter.
Did you say it's all sketched? Like, the entire thing?
The entire thing is sketched. Like, I wanted to have it finished
So it's already a completed story in your mind. Damn.
I mean,
Okay.
it was already a completed story when I wrote it and completed it, and wrote all the dialogue and like character actions in a screenplay.
Well, I don't know about
format.
anybody else, but to me, that makes it be like, oh shit, this thing is real and will be completed. There's no like, I don't know what the ending's gonna be. I'll figure
no.
it out. That's great news. In my
Yeah, yep.
Well, go read it, people. Go to giveandtake.site and read it. There you go. Go read all this shit. Fuck you.
I haven't been able to do any slime and punishment work lately, and because I put
And
that
his
on
Kickstarter.
because I
is-
put that on the back burner for to finish the Vapors 2 Kickstarter work, and then I put that on the back burner because this Radcon 4 shit cropped up. But
Fair.
Ha- have you given Cassie her vaporette yet?
no,
Lol.
Epic.
yeah, whatever. Leave me alone.
Hey,
That's
listen.
yeah. That's
Audience, if it sounds like I'm tired right now, then there's a very good reason for that. Because I was staying up until 4 a.m. last night to work on Lonesome Cactus, which is a new bot that you can click on and play with in the Quickdraw server. You may remember the old PCP Drawcast. Those are dead and gone and buried, but Quickdraw is the new hotness, and Lonesome Cactus is just the first part of the puzzle that you can go and play with right now. It is a game, sort of, kind of, more like it's like robust Discord reaction enhancements that make you even more likely to whore out your body and your soul for points that mean nothing and do nothing but look cool, and you can be like, fuck you. And it's great. So click on the link in the description to be taken to the Quickdraw Discord.
So it's like you post images as it is a drawing art server thing, and people react with certain emotes to indicate how much they like it, and you get bounty, you get a thing, you get currency for how many reactions you get to your art. Is the idea.
And depending on what reactions they give you, and like, you know, if you have like collab with people, then they get all reactions or they get all bounty too. It's basically like a point system to incentivize people to get as much like a higher bounty as they possibly can by creating as much art as they fucking can in this Discord server. Which, by the way, it's like, you know, tied to Quickdraw in the sense that, you know, it's tied to Quickdraw, but this is just an art server. So if you ever have those like art servers which everyone's in, they join some fucking pussy ass art server, and it's always like, yeah, okay, I guess the people in here are cool, I guess so, but you know in your heart of hearts that you fucking hate all of them because all of them are lame sauce and all of them are veggies who don't even fucking matter. Then click on this one, because this one will literally make fun of you and bully you relentlessly unless you have a high bounty and a role name.
Excellent.
And you will get a fire under your ass and you will be completely obliterated unless
If you have
come
zero
here.
bounty, you get a notification from Lonesome Cactus screaming at you every 1 second.
Yeah, literally.
What's
great.
to keep me from gaming the system hardcore, failure of a draw hack that I am, and just racking up massive pointage to sail by and just survive on surplus labor of others?
The thing is, how would you make that happen?
I enlist a cabal of collaborators, and we all cheat the system and vote for each other. Is this can I break your game? Can I ruin everyone's fun?
You have to spend bounty
You already
to get other
have.
people bounty. So if you don't have any bounty to give, then you can't. Then you can't. Like they can't get bounty. So you theoretically,
see.
I mean, theoretically, if all of your people were accruing massive amounts of bounty, you know, from other people, then you would be able to spend on all one another and inflate your
But
scores.
that- if you had
but
this
everyone
cabal,
fucking
it would
hates
have
you,
to be
Nate, and
producing
everyone
artwork.
hates all Nate heads, so no one would ever give you anything. So
Wait, so-
that's the landscape
The
we're dealing
one
with right
flaw
now.
in your master plan.
Wait, so
Alas,
if
alas.
if someone has a zero bounty and they resonate, they click the resonate emote with an art piece, does that person not get any bounty?
No, they get bounty, but they get the negative bounty, which has massive ramifications for their social currency. They are basically like in the complete like lower rungs of society. They are in the half basements and Parasite. They are that
Wait.
lower class family.
I don't see how this operates. Like, if somebody joins the server, they have zero bounty, and they react to things. Do people lose bounty?
Yes, you can theoretically go into negative bounty, but that
How?
wouldn't happen.
But, like,
If
surely
you
if
spend
people
more bounty
join the
than you have.
server, then everyone will, like, they'll react to things not knowing this, and then everyone will just lose bounty until everyone has negative
lose
bounty.
That's
you lose
not
bounty
true.
by reacting to stuff?
You get.
I don't understand the mathematics.
You spend way less bounty to give more. So you are spending like a fourth of the bounty that you reward other people. So people are all net getting way more bounty than they are losing bounty. It's merely like a system to make it so that you are at least somewhat stingy with what you give out, and you aren't just reacting to every single thing with the highest tier reaction.
Okay.
So I'm confused,
by and
but
large,
I'll just react when I like something.
Trust in the cactus.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
cactus
That's what you
knows
should do.
all. Just don't worry about it. It'll be
It
fine.
kind of seems like it's like a prisoner's dilemma sort of thing. I feel like like even though like the optimal play is to like be very generous with resonations, and then like other people will probably be generous with them with you, and then everyone will mutually benefit. I wonder if it would fall into the trap of like nobody reacts to anyone because they want to hoard all their bounty to themselves, but then everybody suffers.
Well, here's the thing about bounty.
It'll
It
become
literally
community, I
doesn't
suppose.
matter outside of social currency. It literally only matters for bragging rights. And so you're not going to be super hoarding with it. And, I mean, already, evidently, everyone is reacting to everything way too much already. Like, literally every post I'm scrolling up has, like, the highest tier favorite reaction. Literally all of them. In fact, let me see how much bounty I have right now. I got a cool 6,000 going on $7,000. That's pretty nice. I got a pretty bounty in my head.
This is why YouTube took away the star rating thing and just replaced it with like and dislike, because people would only vote for 5 stars and 1 star.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
Nobody
that's
was like,
true.
3.5
Well, there was no
stars.
cost to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, nonetheless. Well, there you go. Go investigate and be an outlaw, lads.
Yes, come and be an outlaw and roam the territory deserts of Arizona and try to avoid the sheriffs trying to take you back to Fort Whipple. It's a great grand adventure.
Right, that does sound great. What is the lore of the lonesome cactus? What is his authority in this town?
The
What's
lonesome
his angle?
cactus is merely a lonesome cactus who, is able to assist in the development of young independent content creators such as yourself for a small price, which may
He's
or may
really
not be
jacked
your
into the
soul,
grid, yeah.
which may or may not be your dignity or, your mortal coil. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see what kind of deal this lonesome cactus is
That
dishing out to
cactus
us.
slurps up mortal coils like spaghetti noodles.
Maybe one day, if enough of his new friends move out and start creating art, he won't be so lonesome after all.
Something
He
tells.
likes it, though.
Well, I imagine that he's like Rossetti, so he can just like burrow underground and like move wherever he wants. So if someone tries to
Sure.
come over and talk to him, like outside of asking for roles, he'll just like burrow underground and then walk away and just like.
He's lonesome
go
because he
as far as
obliterated
can.
all the competition.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that makes
this guy
sense.
was the original artist. He created drawing.
Oh, maybe he did in fact obliterate all the competition, but he learned that like no, this is no way to live. I'm lonesome now as a result of my misdeeds. I was too powerful. I need to encourage others to also be artists and foster a community. This
Do you
is
think
this
he
is my
dips
lore for
his needles in ink to write?
him. Ooh, yes, I
Ooh,
do.
he can
Yes, I do.
draw so many things at once.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a peyote cactus? Do you think you could like bite into him
Absolutely,
and then
he's
you would
high
get like
24/7,
super high?
dude.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean that lobe on his head. I mean that's weed, if ever there was weed.
Have you seen Oh god, I don't know if I want to change the topic. I was
We're
gonna
done
talk
with
about-
this one. It's over.
I was
Move
going to talk
on.
about
Obliterate
Pokemon.
Sure.
Just-
Go ahead.
Have you seen?
yeah,
the
do
new-
it.
Everyone click on the link and go there now because Quickdraw is actually cool now, and the Drawcast is actually cool now because it's not on the
we're
PCB.
actually
It's a real
doing it
thing.
again. It's actually alive again. It's
It's
back from the
epic.
dead.
It's pretty epic. Won't lie.
Episodes are being recorded as well.
Yes.
Episodes
obviously.
and,
They're on
and
a
new
separate
shows
YouTube
are being
channel,
conceived
so-
of and recorded. So fucking Quickdraw has a crazy future.
That's true.
So, did you guys see the Pokemon news?
I
No.
heard some of it. I
God,
missed all the details.
who fucking
though.
cares?
It's-
Is it
well-
No.
good? Is it
I have-
bad?
It's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. Basically,
Wow.
they're okay. I might be a little. The general idea is they're releasing like DLC that has all the fucking Pokemon that they withheld from the first release.
heard
Lamau, who
it's
could have
like- it's like
possibly
200.
who could have possibly guessed?
It's not all of them, but it's a bunch of them.
Who could have
as I
possibly
understand it.
guessed that they didn't
So,
need
okay.
to withhold all those Pokemon? They were just doing it to make more money. What an absolute shock!
That is unfortunate.
I mean, Oh God!
So initially,
it's so
it was
disgraceful
that
they went in, that they did interviews and said like no technical limitations, only to immediately as soon as the game is out be like, no,
Well,
we were
that
just
doesn't
trying,
prove
we were
that
just
they
trying,
lied.
we're just trying.
They said-
It was a lie. We're just trying to milk more out of you. And like
first-
honestly,
at first it was
honestly,
technical
I would respect
limitations,
I would respect
and
it
then-
so much more if they had just said, yeah, we're withholding it because we're going to release them as DLC. Like just to fucking admit it, you fucking cowards.
It's even worse though, because like they like had a different excuse after the technical limitations. They said, "Oh, for balance reasons."
Okay.
You know, it's hard to balance so many Pokemon, but they're putting them in there. So like,
Yeah.
you had
So
to have
they put-
balanced them.
yeah. Okay.
You did
Okay,
all
don't
the
get me
work.
wrong. I don't respect how Weasley they seem to be. However, all of these things could be part of the decision that like it takes more effort to put more Pokemon in. Okay, true. Balance. I mean, okay, sure. That could be part of the thing. And ultimately, you know, it takes more work to get more Pokemon in the game. There's updated textures and it's shit to some degree. So I mean, is it embarrassing? Absolutely.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Yeah.
saying they lied. Okay. I'm
don't
just
think they
saying.
did- well, maybe, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, like, okay. Obviously, I wouldn't like it if they were gonna like cordon off certain Pokemon and only give them with DLC. I would never
Mm-hmm.
like that, but it wouldn't offend me if they hadn't like lied about it.
I am not seeing a clear lie. Maybe we
They
just
said it was
disagree
for
on
technical
this.
limitations, and it's just
Well-
not. It's just not. It
I think
cannot
no.
possibly
They kept
be
changing
that.
their story.
Yes. Also, and further evidence is that apparently they changed their story.
I think
Oh.
though.
Boy.
I mean, I
But
also
the-
think it's a terrible thing, just generally. But I think the argument, if to play devil's advocate,
Stop.
Uh-oh.
to play devil's advocate, the argument is that
I don't know if
they
the devil
couldn't
needs as much
develop
advocating.
it in the time for technical. It wasn't like it's impossible to port them over. It's like they need to remake them, and that's why it took so long. And it took so long so that they have to get a Pokemon game out. It's not good, but like I think it's not technically a lie. But you should treat it like one, because fuck them.
Okay. Well, all right. So the Pokemon Company is terrible now. It's bad. You know what? Okay. Do we like Arlo? Sometimes I like Arlo. I watched some Arlo videos about
He
Pokemon.
is keto, Ben. He is
He's pretty.
keto.
He's not full keto, but he dabbles.
He's fine.
But he's fine.
Arlo
He's-
will be
he's
destroyed
fu-
by when I get like some red
Your puppet.
felt and I make Redman the puppet and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
reviews games. Arlo will be dead within
That
minutes.
sounds good.
he did
Look,
a bunch of
on a
videos
scale from 1
about
to 10
covering
on the
Sword
keto
and Shield.
scale, he's fine.
He's fine. But he did a bunch of videos covering Sword and Shield, and he said some
Mm-hmm.
stuff that really struck. I was like, oh my god, he's onto something here. And it was basically that like Nintendo is like I guess I just never thought about this before. I mean, every generation they add like cool new features.
Yeah.
But they,
yeah.
they take old good features away. Like
Correct.
they're obviously not just trying to make the series as good as it can be. The strategy is to add features to every generation and then take them away later so that every generation has like certain things about it that only it has.
They're
and,
kind of
and,
creating
and therefore
what's
all
like
of the
an
generations
illusion of progress by doing that.
It's not that. It's sort of the opposite. It's like, okay, well, yeah, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that's the one with the Pokemon that follow you.
Right.
Sword and Shield, that's the one with the Dynamaxing.
I see.
It's not. They're like deliberately not making progress and adding more stuff to make the game better. They're deliberately like they add something and they take it away to make every generation such that every generation doesn't like obsolete the previous ones.
In Galar,
it
it
has
is
to be side
explicitly
grades.
In other words,
yeah.
they don't want to make the games too good because it would make their old games look worse by comparison, and also it would set the bar too high.
Like, I don't. Why do they have to worry about depreciating value for stuff that is old? I mean, it's not like Fire Red
Yeah, I
and
don't know.
Green being overshadowed is really going to cause any problems for them, is it?
Well, maybe it's more just about not setting expectations too high, or just I don't know. Do you think maybe they're not that concerned with like sales of old games? I'm sure they make relatively less money on things
I
like that.
kind of feel like a lot of this is a feature creep that, like, if they had Megas
No, if
and
it were-
Z-Moves
if it
and
were-
Dynamax, then, like, it's just a lot to do.
Well, they
when
wouldn't
you're
have
making a
added
new
all
game.
of those things if they had kept the ones from when they started adding special gimmicks.
Like they could have instead of doing Z moves, they could have just made more megas. Like, if that's what they were going to go with.
Sure. You're right.
It is definitely a marketing thing. Like, the new Pokemon game. It's not just the same as the old one. We got this new thing that makes them different. Aside
Sword
from
and
all
Shield,
the new Pokemon,
it's explicitly a native thing. Dynamaxing is only in Galar can you Dynamax, so that certainly fits the pattern there.
I don't know. Like I said, I was watching Arlo, and he got the game, and he was like, I haven't played a Pokemon game in like 8 years. I didn't play any of the last 3 generations, and he's like, he booted up Sword and Shield, and he was like, oh my god, it's still the same. Like, it hasn't changed that much. How disappointing. Yeah. And I was like, yep. I'm kind of sick of it. I'm kind of fucking over it.
I feel like
bad.
we decided this like 300 episodes ago on this very
I
podcast.
know, but then
Obviously
someone
Pokemon's
else
bad.
said it, and I was mad all over again.
Well, then why don't the
DLC
viewers go
is
watch that
interesting
guy's
news.
video?
No, to only watch this channel.
Dumb.
I'm here to do reporting on what he said.
Listen, I'm here to regurgitate content creators' videos for the mass market,
I'm
aka
only
the PCP
expressing
audience.
all this because I strongly share the opinion and am upset about it, and it bugs me, and I don't like it. Although,
Listen.
did you see the new the new like mythical Pokemon?
I did see that.
The one like
yeah,
the deer with
yeah.
like the giant ball on its head.
Hideous.
I
Absolutely
like that
nightmarish.
one. I actually
Yeah?
like that one a lot.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Okay.
Um,
then there's like a
such
little
as with
fighting
all
piece of
Pokemon
shit.
discussions, it's like, fuck Pokemon, fuck, they suck. But I kind of love them though. That's my favorite thing to talk about.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
true. This is, I think, the thing. I mean, most people just buy Pokemon and are like, "Oh, good, the new one. I like Pokemon generically. I will buy this." That's most people.
Anyone
then
who
there's,
talks
you
about
know-
Pokemon and how much they like or dislike Pokemon are literally the most fucking caveman, brain dead sacks of shit corpses.
Including
on
us.
Yeah.
the
Speaking
planet.
of which,
and yes, I am
speaking of
talking
which-
about you.
It
Yeah.
it just makes me so upset when I realize they're not trying to make a good game. That's not what they want to do. They don't give a shit. They don't care if it's good. It just has to
Listen,
be good enough.
It's
Fr-
just
from the
it's a
first video-
gigantic thing that has been around for like decades. It's a lot of money tied to it. Like they got to string it out for as long as possible.
Think about
if you
what
want
it
a good
means, though, by,
game,
like,
you
best
go to a
game.
gamer that likes playing them.
Like, what is the perfect Pokemon game? Like, it's like what will get the most sales? It's probably not like kind of what we envision with like I think these things that like fan hacks or whatever, where they make it like really challenging, maybe like a more interesting story.
I'm not
Like,
even talking about challenge. I'm just talking about like don't fucking gut your own games and like take out good features. Like they had writable Pokemon in Pikachu. Hey you Pikachu. They could have had it in Sword and Shield if they wanted to. They didn't. Why?
They didn't.
Because it doesn't matter. Like including good features that people like. Like that's not what it's about. It's just about like making the new one, making it different enough. And it doesn't matter if you add or if you take away. It's all the same. It all comes out in the wash.
Well, I think we can all agree that does seem to be how they're pushed and how it comes out.
You know, the worst thing, obviously, the worst thing is that they're successful because of them doing this. I'm sure this is like a calculation that is proved to be true every single time they do it.
Probably.
They still make lots of money, and from all the games being slightly different, but none of them being like straight upgrades, except the remakes, because that's an opportunity to hype up like selling a really old game that nobody would potentially buy.
Although I wonder
on
if
the
your
old console.
Omega Sapphire and Rubies are actually better than the original because they're filled with. I mean, I didn't play them. Seems like they're filled with bloat and bullshit. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
I think so. I haven't played all of it.
I mean,
I played it a little bit
Shayme's-
because of nostalgia, but it's like
Shayme's 7-hour review of Pokemon Omega Ruby. I don't remember if he ends up deciding that the remake is better or worse than the original.
Was it kind of a toss-up though? Was there even like it wasn't clear? Because Heart Gold is like basically straight up better than Gold and Silver.
He definitely had some things that really annoyed him about the remake. I don't remember if he ever goes so far as to be like the remake is worse. I just forget. It's been a while.
Fair enough.
Oh, my
Okay, well,
old
there's your nice
bones
little
ache when I think
Pokemon
about
rant for the day.
Pokemon. Huh?
Oh, I'm just
What?
letting the audience know. There, no
you
more
could
Pokemon.
skip to this part of the video to skip the Pokemon discussion.
Thank God.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh,
Hey, I've got
jeez.
a tangent to say. which is just, guys, let me tell you about a little guy that everybody loes named
Is it
Jordan
Sasho?
Peterson.
Oh, okay.
Oh
All right.
God!
Okay,
no,
no.
God,
Okay,
Nate,
all right.
Why?
The point is, I cleaned my room, guys. Therefore, I'm all right now. I did it.
Have you
know
guys
what?
heard of this last named Marie Kondo? Yeah, you could have lived.
Oh,
with
yeah.
that. and
That's
yet
a
you
queen.
didn't. You fucking sex.
know-
Oh, wasn't there like a Twitter post about like someone wants Marie Kondo and Jordan Peterson to like have children for the ultimate cleaning machine? Or
She seems like she'd be a
that.
fun mom. Too bad she's already. Imagine that she's already spent 99% of her eggs.
I can't. That's
Stefan.
might become a great meme. That is a great
Good old.
meme.
It is. It is a
I
great.
can't
meme.
remember. I made a really epic joke, but okay, whatever. You just summed it up with that. Point is, me and Michelle have just been cleaning, and I just got to say, it is certainly a truism that when your house is dirty and then you spend a while cleaning it, it just feels better afterward. So highly recommended. Do it.
Funny
Do it. Live in a
enough,
clean place.
I also cleaned my room, not entirely, but like I put a lot of my stuff away and I cleaned up a lot of space. The reason I was inspired to do this because I made a genius level purchasing decision. Let me explain what the most exciting thing in my life right now. So my room, Nate, have you been in my room?
No, but we did see that epic room tour that Zen Huxtable made for Michelle upon request.
I never retweeted that.
Well, what are you doing there, buddy?
I can't believe I wasn't there for Christmas. It makes me so upset. There was so much
That
shit
is too
going
bad.
down.
It was
It's literally
sad
a
because
nightmare.
Nate and Michelle had to go like right away.
Yeah,
Like
it
we
was
hung, like
unfortunate.
me and Tom and Zen hung out and had antipasto platters.
We
with
were
everyone here.
very sad to go.
It was a
but
bummer.
It had to be done.
We had a pretty good time, but anyway,
Next time.
yeah. Okay, but anyway, my room has like, it's got like a little sort of alcove corner to it. It's only like maybe 3 feet wide, and it sticks back like 4 or 5 feet into the wall, and it's got like a little angled half ceiling. It's just like a little like nook that I just keep like shelves over there with books and stuff on them.
Sure.
And so I purchased a tension rod. You know what that is?
I don't. I don't.
It's like a metal rod that's like spring loaded, and you can put it. You basically just wedge it between two walls, and you can use it to
I
like put up a
see.
shower curtain or something. So I
Yeah,
bought
yeah.
one of those, and then I got a bunch of coat hangers, and my
Ah.
closet was stuffed with thing, and now I have a rod because like my closet is like it's like a little like low half closet. It's only like a couple feet high. I have like a little like perfect like a long horizontal low closet. So now I hung up this tension rod. So now I have all my hangable clothes over on the nook hung up, and also they form sort of a little makeshift curtain that I have to sort of part to get into the nook.
It's like entering the adult section of an old like DVD shop.
And also, because I just went to the garment district and I bought a bunch of cool items from the women's section, Lamau, and one of them was a sweater that has like a cool like skeleton like rib cage pattern on the front.
Whoa!
And I hung that on the front of the rack. So now I have this like cool skeleton pattern sweater prominently displayed in my room, and it makes me feel pretty edgy.
What a life upgrade. Can we get a
Yeah.
picture of this setup, perhaps?
Yeah,
You
please.
want it right now?
I mean, hey, take your time, but at some point,
no,
sure.
I'll take one right now.
Your
Okay, all right,
room is
sounds
so
good.
fucking small, Ben, that I can't even imagine this device, this major operation, taking up any space inside of
Is
it.
it?
It is hard for me to
that
picture.
small?
Yeah,
I don't
it is-
know.
It is. It's pretty small. It's pretty. Okay. The alcove makes it like technically, I think, normal size, but like it feels much smaller because the alcove is so like jutted off to the side that it doesn't really feel like it's part of anything.
Maybe I missed this
yeah.
part, but like, what's the gain here? I'm not quite understanding the benefit of this setup.
I created new storage space.
Okay,
To hang my clothes in, and also I just like that it's like a little curtain, a little hangable clothes curtain in front of my book nook.
All right, if
Okay, I'm
anyone
with
wants to know how to visualize Ben's room, here's how you do it. You get a cheese wheel. You make a slice of cheese from the cheese wheel. Then at the broad base of it, here's this computer. And at the tiny little sliver, little end, there's just like a mattress on the floor, and that's Ben's room. That's Oh, and then a bunch of caffeine pills and like vape cartridges just scattered across every single place.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cards
That's
for
the
dirt
life.
cheap e-fucks.
Dirt cheap e-fucks.
No, everyone. Channel Marie Kondo. You're perfectly politically neutral cleanliness individual. Be her. It brings you joy. And Michelle, I said this before, but like we've been trying to just get rid of shit we don't need because only keep things that spark joy. If you got a bunch of crap that there's like a bunch of boxes that are like anime figurine boxes. I think to myself, oh, I might want those boxes one day to pack up my anime figurines. You think I will ever use those? No. You should get rid of them. They're a waste of space and a waste of time. Bigger space to live in will make you happier, so do that.
Wait,
Bigger
you
place to
packed up all your
put
anime
incense and
figurines?
candles to pray to Jesus.
That's right. We could have a whole shrine to Saint
We
Saint
could have
Jude
an
or
entire
whatever.
chapel in your house if you just cleaned up your fucking room, Nate. You could be literally
that
getting
would
mad.
be
I
good.
posted the room picture.
Where's
I
your
posted-
tablet, Ben?
The tablet is it's okay. I'm actually lying on my bed right now, and I have the
Okay.
tablet on the floor in front of my
What?
bed. Yeah.
Oh, that incredible!
How?
Look at that Nuzlocke team poster there.
Yeah,
Ooh,
by
that's good stuff.
Nat Blasphemous. Yeah.
But yes,
God.
that rack is great. I'm sure that makes.
And then
space.
there's Nobi's Nakakam art over small print right next to
Indeed.
the rod.
Wait, Nobi?
Yeah,
Ben,
it's that little postcard. What?
I
that
drew
wrong?
that.
No, you fucking moron! Not that one. The other
Oh.
one. You fucking dipshit! You piece of shit! You motherfucker! Get the fuck out of here!
I
All
don't
right,
even
think I
now
don't
see
referring
know?
it.
to a
Oh,
visual.
way in the back there. Way
Yes,
in the back. way
yours
in the
is
back.
under the picture of Rando
Yes.
from Lisa.
Indeed.
I mean, you mean Can Man, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
okay.
I mean,
Beautiful.
Can-Man. Fuck yeah.
Let's
is
talk
that, is
about.
that pink and or is that like green and purple over there? My original Spike cosplay that I sewed myself and I revealed fabulously at BronyCon.
No, that is while I was at the fucking garment district, I just bought a green and a purple handkerchief because I thought they would be cool to add to outfits at
Is it because you like
I'm
green
sure
and
it-
purple,
it's-
green
it's
and
slime
purple?
and
You know, like
purple.
weed.
at RFC
or maybe
at RFCK-Con.
I was cleaning out my room because
That's why the way I want to say that's why I went to Garment District. I went to Garment District to buy one, pants that fit because I didn't have any, and two, cool outfits to wear to RFCK-Con. And I got that skeleton sweater, and I got a cool like hood that makes me look like some kind of like cultist. And
sick.
and it's pretty great. And I got them all in the women's section. Women's clothes are better; they're more interesting.
Yeah, true.
When they can fit. I found so many great plaid shirts in the women's section that were like beautiful colors, and I was like, I love these so much. I want to wear them, but they were all, even the ones that were large, even like large size ones, were like too small and didn't fit on my body.
they're
and
like
I couldn't
cut
move
differently.
in them.
They're
And I
cut
cried.
weirdly.
Yeah.
I cried. That's
Get
it.
you,
That's
man.
the end of the
Dude,
story.
hey, viewer, listen. Hey, audience member, listen the fuck up. Today, as you're reading this, as you're listening to this, right now, the 17th of January 2020 is the first day of RFCK-Con 6. And tune over to my channel, like the RFCK channel or something, because there's going to be mad live streams. When is the PCP release? Like, what time
Friday.
EST?
Friday at 2 p.m.
2 p.m. on
2
Friday.
p.m. Okay, during this time, literally stop listening to this episode right now and tab over to Real Life Gang Violence, which is happening right now in the RFCK channel. Go there right now, right fucking now. Click on the link in the description.
Show notes. There you go. It'll be there.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I want to say that I was cleaning my room because a family member is going to be living in my room while I'm away at college, and we're going to switch out.
Okay.
And so I've been cleaning out my room, and I've been trying to make it less, I'm trying to make it more presentable to the people and more easy to mold in their own. So I've been taking down all my posters. I've just been trying to make it as, as base and stock and diplomatic as humanly possible. And I've been shifting through all of my possessions because I had forgotten that I had possessions because I took like literally nothing to college. And my room has just been completely bare. Like there's basically no furniture inside of it. There's literally nothing. You look at my roommate's side and he has a bunch of posters and he has a bunch of like knickknacks and stuff. And look over at mine and mine's like a bed, a desk, a computer, and that is literally it. There's nothing else there. I'm like, oh my god, I have like books, I have like a globe, I have all these things. I want to take it all back. Oh, I missed having furniture in my room. It's cool, and I.
It's
and I
pretty
like
good,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's
You got
pretty
any
good.
shit on your walls at your dorm?
No, I have literally nothing on my.
Oh,
wall.
that's sad. That's
It
big,
is
a-
sad.
dude.
It
There's a
literally
legendary
looks bleak.
clip
It
you should
literally
hear,
does.
Munchy, when it's a flashback in Metal Gear Solid 2 when Raiden is fucking around. He's talking to Rose, and Rose describes the legendary event where she first entered his bedroom. Like, he's got an apartment, it's fine. But then she enters the bedroom, and he's, by the way, he's a war orphan, a child soldier. And he walks into his room, it's just there's nothing there but a bed. And she takes this as a big yikes, as a big oof. And it makes him very spooky and scary. So just so you know, this is how you are perceived by the people in your life, whether they say
That's
so or
literally
not.
fine.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Listen. This,
You are a
this is
child
pretty
soldier
fucking
of the
human
PCP,
core.
so
this,
it's
this is a
fitting,
pretty
frankly.
human core thing to say, and ridicule me
Okay.
if you want. And I'm not like up until very recently, I've been very anti-possession, very anti like buying things that isn't an experience and/or food, and that's all been cool. And buying consumables, I guess, is all right as like a philosophical outlook, but there is something to be said. I have this tiny little tiki statue right next to my computer, and this little tiki statue gives me joy whenever I look at him. So maybe, kids, when you go out in the town with your friends, don't spend all of your money on cheeseburgers. Maybe buy a tiki statue instead.
I
Indeed.
like little things like that. I still have. I think it was from RadCon 3. Oh no, it would have been from the BaroniCon. One of the times where we met up. I still have that squishy Kirby from
Yes,
when,
yes.
and he's been on my desk, and every so often I squish him, and I'm like, memories. And also, it just is a nice, cute thing.
I am
I
way
like little cute things.
too into like keeping things that I really don't need, and not in just like a a whatever sense, but if it has like a historical value to me, I have like a drawer like near my desk that's just full of like historic artifacts, and I can pull it out. And there's like plane trips that I like plane tickets to places where I went, and I have
Dude,
like
same.
little like knickknacks
Sure.
and stuff. Yeah,
I keep all my receipts. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's not like I need them. I just like, I remember
Dude,
going to that restaurant and getting that
I have a
thing,
ton of- I have
and
a ton of
it
movie
costing exactly that
stubs.
much.
Yeah, I have a ton of movie stubs and stuff like that where it's like, oh, dude, remember when I saw the Emoji Movie? I remember that. What a great time. what a
Historic
fucking godforsaken night. It's pretty awesome. I really, hold on. I'm gonna rustle through. 1 second. Let me pull out the first thing that I see over here.
Any day now, Chief.
I have a Breeze card, which is the Georgia Atlanta
Oh yes,
public
it's
transport.
It's the Atlanta shitty version of a Charlie card.
Yeah, the Atlanta. That was a nightmare, dude. Okay, getting from the
The
plane
Atlanta
to your
subway
house,
is such
that
a
was
pale,
a nightmare.
such a pale ghost of an imitation of the MBTA.
Yeah, what a fucking nightmare. But okay, one last note about cleaning your house, then we can go to wherever Nate is dying to talk about, because I know I can hear it in his fucking voice. I'm
pissed, yeah.
While cleaning out my room, I found a mysterious artifact, which was not in its original location, which means that someone must have moved it, which means that I'm a ghost now, because it was my, baby shoes never worn, it was my fleshlight
Yeah.
never used. And I bought it in an intense
heard
fit
about
of shame
this.
and dysphoria, and I decided that it was not the kind of man that I wanted to be, but I already bought it, so there's nothing I could do about it. And so I put it away. I put it away, like the Ark of the Covenant, sealing it away amongst my many artifacts,
Yeah.
never to be taken out and used again until I found it, and not in its real location. So everyone fucking knows that I was once a Coomer, and that side of me is brazen to the world. And to fully, distance myself from it, I offered to my friend Kyle on New Year's, and he did a shot out of my fleshlight, and it was incredible.
Ew.
That's so disgusting. That's
No,
so
I
vile.
saw that.
It was
We
clean.
know it's
it was
unused,
clean,
but,
bro.
like,
It was
still.
clean.
It's cringe, dude. It's
On a
cringe.
conceptual level, that is repulsive. Yeah.
Listen, I
hate absolutely everything about that.
Me
Nah.
too.
Dude, I fucking hate you, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
You-
brah.
you
Nah,
sick.
brah. Nah.
Nah, brah. Nah.
You gotta get the fuck out of here.
Hold on,
Right.
I'm gonna put this in the description. Hold on.
All right.
Wait, what are you gonna put? What are you gonna put? Ew! No!
There's a video of him doing it. Dude, watch it.
No.
Kyle, shout out to you, Kyle.
Oh, it's horrible.
No,
Kyle.
it's great.
Oh, it's heinous.
Why is it heinous?
Oh, it's
Look
evil.
into it, Ben. Look into it, Ben.
Oh, so
See,
I'm with
there's a
Leif.
reason
I
that the
see
people
Leif
around
like
him
covering his
are
eyes and
cringing.
not acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Oh, please stop.
Bruh. This
I don't know
is,
why. This really fucking bugs me out. I hate it so much.
Ben, do you want the fleshlight?
Yes, please.
Do you actually want? I'll literally give it to you. I
no,
don't care.
I do not want the flashlight.
Why? Why? Does anyone?
What do you
hey,
mean, why?
Oh,
To
wait.
drink out of course.
Oh my god. The perfect idea, guys. An auction. PCP fans, if you want my fleshlight, then make the highest bidding in the comments, and then I will follow up with you.
You gotta bring it to
Alright, there you
RadCon
go.
4, dude. You gotta bring it to RadCon 4.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No,
We
No,
gotta have
way.
the group. We gotta have the group fuck.
This is this is actually happening. No. Okay, guys.
No.
Put $sign, your bid in the comments, and I will follow up after like a week. I will follow up with the highest
you go.
bidder.
This is
And I
a
will
Munchy
come up
thing,
to
not
you.
a me thing. Just to
No,
be
No,
clear,
this is
I
a
have
Nate
no
thing.
affiliation.
No, I actually discussed
Go
this
for
with
it.
Nate previous to the show, and he begged me to do it. This is actually just a cover. This is actually his
Yeah, we're
fleshlight.
doing
He was
a
just
good
pretending
cop,
for it to
bad
be
cop
me.
routine right now
Yeah.
to give him the salty and the sweet. There you go.
Just like the French fry milkshakes.
There it is. Yeah.
Bringing it all the way back around.
Sadly, if you cross-section the fleshlight, you won't get delicious ice cream, delicious French fries. You'll just get rum and coke and cum and blood and sweat. Which is equally as delicious, in my opinion.
I was looking in my drawer. The first thing I picked out was a Chipotle thing.
Ooh,
On the
from
back,
Racon
though.
3?
I don't. Let me try. I don't think there's like a date on it. It was $7.50. It was a chicken ball, and my host was Soraya.
The fuck is a chicken ball?
Chicken
I
bowl,
don't know.
bowl.
It's a rice bowl.
Oh wait, no. Here's the date.
Oh,
The
I
8th.
gotcha.
All right, it's American, I think. Yeah, Baltimore.
Okay.
So, the
So
4th
Brownie.
of October 2019
Fourth
is the
That
8th.
don't line up.
What
Wait,
what
was
is
that
the 8th
that
month?
must have wait, that was when we did the meetup
August,
at
August.
Digi's place, right? No? Am I wrong?
No, this is
No.
August 2019. This is BronyCon.
Yeah, it must
This must
be.
be BronyCon.
Yeah.
When are we going
At
to Chipotle
4:30
at
p.m.
Maybe he
No,
went
we-
without
no,
you,
we
Munchy.
definitely did.
Some
I
people
remember.
do things
I
without you.
I remember.
Wait,
No, I remember
no.
we went out to BronyCon. I remember being there with Kazzy was there, and I remember
No,
we were with the whole
wait.
bird. I remember Bananas
I
was
there?
Oh my God, it's not
and-
that deep. He
and-
went to Chipotle, Munchy. There's no analysis required.
Yeah,
No,
Hippo was there,
without me? Without
I-
me?
There was a.
I'm
there was
sure
a-
you were
my
there.
God.
Like there was a
Frame
whole
was
big
there.
group.
Yeah, we went with a
Yeah.
whole big group.
Yeah.
You
Like
were-
we
sounds-
stood up, we sat
This
on
is
the
radically
tables
inaccurate.
that
You
were
were
really
doing
tall.
What were you
Tall
doing?
tables
at
in
the
the
time?
middle.
You were doing something. I don't remember
I was
what.
doing. Oh, was I printing out Slime Corp stuff?
Yes, that's it. I think that's it. You were printing out slime corp.
Wait,
You
no,
missed
no, no.
onto Chipotle.
No. That was something else because I remember we went to El Chipotle on the last day. We went to El Chipotle on the last day, right after the closing ceremonies, and then we came back and we got Map, and we saw Map and we saw Ice Cold Water Guy, and he was awesome. It was right before that. I remember now. It's all coming
Thank
back to
God
me.
we solved this
Yeah.
mystery.
It's what my
Everyone was
cutie marks are
riveted.
telling me.
Sounds
So-
reasonable.
You see how cool that is? Like a stupid
Yeah, it
fucking
is.
receipt brought all those memories back.
That actually is pretty cool.
I suppose that's true.
It's fucking.
It says on the
awesome.
back, if you'd like a chance at free Chipotle, you should take our survey. Nuff said. Okay.
Nice.
Enough said. You said enough already. No need for more. Don't answer the survey, actually.
But I want
All right.
free.
So anyway, guys, about an anime that I saw recently.
No. This was a shitty anime. All right, transition to, let's talk about what a nightmare experience it was just yesterday and the day before and whatever, just grinding out these bureaucratic details about RadCon stuff
Yes.
that's now,
Yes.
done. I just wanted to spend a few minutes, perhaps, to just be like, holy shit, that was, one of the most grueling meetings I've had in my fucking life, and it was so long, and it was profitable. It was fruitful in the end, but it was a true nightmare. And I had a headache, and my body was in shitty condition, and I didn't get to go to the gym. And also, tensions got raised, and people were mean, and it hurt my feelings.
What? No
so there
one
you
was
go.
mean. What the fuck is this shit about?
I may have
Oh,
sounded
oh,
surly, but I
we
was
didn't click your first
really low
half.
on sleep and cranky and not holding back in any I was just sort of the whole
All right,
time.
all right. Now I'm gonna get mean, Nate. I'm gonna fucking push you down. I'm gonna pick you up, and I'm
Okay.
gonna put you down.
Sure.
That was it. That was the extent of what I was.
Oh,
gonna
that
do.
was it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, fair enough. No, nothing to get into too much. Okay, but let me quickly take a time to shit talk perhaps the worst actor in this whole endeavor, which is it's Digibro. I mean, this motherfucker, right? We're working for hours on this. He fucking strolls into the chat. He's like, just figure it out, guys. And we're like, okay. And here we go, spending our entire fucking several days working on it. And he just comes in, and this fucking comment in the chat was, yeah, I'm calling you out, did you piece of fucking shit. He was like, wow, you guys are really still meeting after 6 hours? LOL, what the fuck, guys?
Which, by the way, translation, that comment was just, wow, I can't believe you guys are mean still after 6 hours. Haha, how
That's
quirky.
like not even that different than my emphasis. That's like basically the same meaning. I just put a silly voice on it.
True, I
It's
guess
just
so.
so fucking disrespectful of the effort we're putting in. These things matter. They were important things being discussed.
Okay.
Oh,
from
what
his-
a fucking asshole. Jesus Christ.
From his perspective,
Am I wrong?
it doesn't
Am I
matter,
fucking wrong?
And he thinks that we could just do it wherever. Probably. Well, okay, not literally wherever, but I'm sure he just trusts us. Well, I think he thinks it's probably less effort than it is, and I think that he thinks that whatever we come up will be fine for him. I think
But someone
like,
has to come up with those things.
No, the perception of what I think, Digi, if you're listening to this, I hope I'm not putting words into your mouth, but the perception I think is happening here, it's like we are arguing over our ideal houses, not like coming up with houses to then decide upon. It's like we all are coming at this, and like he doesn't have to have a stake in which house specifically we go to, so anything is fine with him. It's not
Only he
about,
actually
like,
did
the
have
act of
huge
finding it out.
preferences for some of the houses over others. So actually, he did have some pretty strong feelings about which ones. So it's not like that's really totally true.
Ah, well, is Digibra.
Yeah, it's just Digi. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, all right. To be fair, I know Digi cares about all the details less than most of us, and he just by disposition, it's true, he's less detail concerned than somebody like me, at least. So, like, I get it. But just shut up and let us do it. But to specifically laugh at how fucking long we've been working.
Technically laugh in the comment he wrote. Like, you read that into it, I think.
You were like going insane over this like 2 message long paragraph that he wrote.
It was like
which
a
is
one message
sentence.
long. It was like one sentence.
It was one sentence. He was like, haha, wow. Okay, exact quote. Digi.
Yeah.
Damn, have y'all been mean for 6 hours?
Indeed. But I mean, this is one day out of several days.
He's just surprised. This usually doesn't happen, and so he's surprised, and he's he's just voicing that. There's no derision.
Okay, here's the difference. You're right. Here's the difference. If I was getting paid more than Digi for this work, I wouldn't care. But I'm not, because we're already likely to barely break even, so I just won't. So why exactly is this, like, why am I doing any of this? What benefit do I have by putting in more effort than people who aren't? Literally nothing? Oh, great. That seems like a good use of my time. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
But, world peace, love among brothers, kumbaya, yoga, meditate.
Let's just say
you
when
were
we
so
all
into
meet up
yoga
for
before.
RadCon.
Where's your yoga skills now? You're losing your composure. Control your anger, Nate. Control your anger.
I feel this is a healthy channeling
yoga.
of my anger, personally.
Downward dog.
Let's just say that when we finally meet, we'll be 6, but we will leave as 5.
Oh, no.
That's
I need to get more choice Digi images, because the one from Radcon 3 where he's down the aisle of Toys R Us and he's looking at me menacingly, that is literally the best thing to come out of the entirety of Radcon 3. So we have to get more shit
That is
like
a good
that.
one. For no doubt about it.
We should do that thing where we build like a Digi Sandman instead of a snowman and kill him as well.
That's
It's
giving
just
him
funny.
too much respect to even give him that. I mean, why? Because he's more important? No, fuck that. Fuck that guy.
You are this bridge is burned,
fuck
bro.
that
This-
It's all coming out. It's all coming out. I hate this guy. He's a real piece of shit. Just fuck him, man. Just fuck. If he just hadn't made that one comment, I wouldn't care. But he did, and he
you
will
didn't
burn
respond
for
to it in any way. You didn't let him know that you were
Yeah,
annoyed
I mean, what am I
until
gonna
now.
put a fucking paragraph after paragraph about how fucking insensitive and cruel that comment was?
I think
Well,
that's
you
how
did
do
it, but you did
yeah.
it verbally right now.
Which is way easier than typing it out. So there you go.
Listen, dental plan. Lisa needs braces. Damn, have y'all been mean for 6 hours? Just swirling around in your head, just over and over. You're stewing in it.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Damn. Oh my. Okay, listen. This is gonna be the greatest.
But we got
event
a
of
lot
all time.
accomplished. We got in spite of Digi's meddling, in spite of him putting up roadblock after roadblock, we accomplished everything.
No,
we
Ben,
set
that's
out
giving
to
it too
do.
much credit. It was pure indifference.
This is the most fucking totem on our heads thing that's ever been fucking like Digi's is like a nefarious mastermind trying to thwart Radcon at every, not like, being uninformed.
He
just, like,
hates
active,
it. He hates us, Munchy.
He'll do whatever he can to
He feeds
disrupt
on the
this
chaos
operation.
and the discord that he ensues in our hearts. He feeds upon it. It's his only
Look,
means of
I mean,
substance.
the premise behind this whole thing is that, like, if you're not present for discussions, you basically have no say. So, you have no say in what your reputation will be going forward either. So,
That's right.
burn it.
After day one,
It's
I
your
want,
own fault if we conspire against you.
That's right.
I want
exactly.
every single person, every single comment after day one of Radcon to be, damn, have y'all been meeting for 24 hours? And then so on and so forth. Damn, have y'all been meeting for 10 days?
Dude, Radcon 4 memes are coming early.
No, yeah, I guess
That's
so.
true, that's
It's-
true.
It's an early Slimernalia present for everyone.
I'm sure you
Like,
guys know, and people can
Yahoo.
certainly weaponize this against me, but, like, the thing that makes me the most angry in this world, I definitely mentioned it to degrees before, is, like, not like an insult that, like, hey, your stuff's shit, but like a disrespect for the effort being put into something, as if it's like it was pointless or didn't matter. Things like that are the most angering to me, because it shows, like, no care for the effort being put into something. It's just the most I don't know, angering
the
thing
gall.
someone can say. For me
Sure.
personally, yeah. Well, there you go.
Understandable.
I will say, like I was saying at the beginning, the Radcon Fjord bureaucracy has been mind-numbing and terrible, and like the actual act of, like,
But it was
searching for
it was
things.
profitable, I think, and productive, and it's now
We-
like done basically.
we got-
which
it
is
It
got
is,
there
and
eventually.
you know what? It was fraternizing, which is good and cool. I think I can use the word fraternizing in this way. Like it was
well, that
building,
means
it was
to
building bonds.
collaborate or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was community building, but for like friends. I think that's called like
Yeah.
I think that's called like a conversation. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of it.
I
Yeah.
feel like we've gone through a trial by fire.
Yeah,
together.
and you
We
know
all-
who
we all
wasn't part of
suffered-
this
we all
team building
suffered through-
exercise? Digi.
This is the
We all
cognitive version of
suffered
Spice
through
Bro
a
Pact.
common misery, and we're all closer.
Dude,
for the
it's just like
experience.
the West and Nazis, bro. It's just like World War II. It's just like band of fucking together, dude.
It is like
Digibro
a
the
band of
Nazi.
brothers, but like it's like we're the veterans who already fought like the first salvo of the people, and then like the new recruits who are like, I can't wait. You guys are having so much fun at war here. Can't wait to join. And we're like, this motherfucking piece
we
of
are
shit.
we are like proud war veterans in the Vietnam War, right?
Yeah.
We've been out there doing good work, burning down villages, napalming
zipper
preschools
heads,
and
yep,
stuff.
yep.
And then we get back here and Digi's here with his fucking hippie protest, like,
Yes.
child
Yeah, yeah.
killer. And I'm like, come on, you freedom isn't free, fucker.
We are like
You know?
the admirable
Good comparison.
Viet Cong going through the jungles, building tunnels underground, and Digi's just trying to blow up our rainforest and do guerrilla warfare tactics against us every single
Digi's
step
just
of the
out
fucking
here
way.
setting the Amazon rainforest on fire.
Guys, I don't know. Okay, this was kind of weird. I saw an article
Fucking
recently.
up our atmosphere.
The Great Australia brush fire. There was like a weird like image, like a CCTV footage of like this like homeless looking guy with like a joint, like walking away, and like he threw down the joint on the ground and it started like a big fire. That was really like strange. It's really
Yeah.
kind of weird actually. Also,
Yeah.
chaos music was playing in the background.
I guess to be fair,
In
the,
the
the, the
CCTV
redeeming thing
footage.
is that at important moments when we needed Digi's input, he did eventually respond. It was much harder to reach him than other people,
Dude,
but
doesn't
you know,
fucking matter. Epic, lol, fucking
yeah.
epic.
yeah.
That's my
He
retort
did
to
join
everything
for
you
some
just said.
junctures where he was needed, so it wasn't all bad.
Listen,
I
Radcon
forgive you.
4. Okay. All right. Here's what you need to understand, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And cut this out, Eleazar, if this is like too much. If this is too real. Listen.
Okay.
We're already in this shit. We've spent hours of our lives, conducting research, trying. Oh my god, the search for the house of this fucking place was an actual fucking
That
nightmare
was
that went on
an
long into the
odyssey.
night. That was literally a travesty. That was a Holocaust too, if ever I fucking seen one. And even on top of that, just all the hours we put into trying to figure out things, all the hours I spent making the logo for this. This has been a long endeavor, and we already have the Airbnb. We already bought for it. We bought all of our plane tickets. We're fucking
Wait, cut
in
that
this
out.
shit.
Don't let them know.
Okay,
Don't let them know.
Never mind. All right,
Cut
that
that
point.
out.
All right,
Wait,
cut out the
why?
entire point. Then
I don't
Never
want them to
mind.
know we have financial vulnerability.
No,
Isn't that good, though? Isn't that good?
No, we should tell them like, yeah, we've already invested in it. Like we've already put the money where our mouth is.
I
And
feel
now it's up to them to make sure we don't regret it.
That's the idea, Ben. I was gonna be like, now you fucking better donate, bro. Huh? Epic.
No, don't argue from a
Lol.
position of weakness. That's gay.
Is that weakness?
I'm saying that I think it's good. I think it shows that we are dedicated. That we went right ahead with it. We got the house. We already bought all our plane tickets and
I
stuff.
mean, we did. That is true.
I think it makes it seem like Chads, where it's like, listen, we don't even fucking care, bro. We're out here. If you want to be out here, then you can be. But if you're too fucking pussy and gay, then you won't. But we're fucking out
Okay.
here, dog. We're here. We're at the level.
Okay.
We went right at. We paid for it all out of our own pocket, and now
Yeah.
it's just the Kickstarter now is what's gonna make us not have like lost all our money.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
I think it's
Keep
fine.
it in, Eleazar. Flip a
And
coin.
what were you saying, Munchy? You were making a point there of some kind.
No, the point was that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I see.
if you,
Well-
audience, if you've heard this, then you've experienced a very special.
The reason we did that was because like plane tickets get more expensive. Like we
Right,
would have
we're
paid
trying
like
to keep
double
costs
for.
down. Yeah.
We would have paid double for the plane tickets probably if we'd waited
Probably.
until like the Kickstarter succeeded to buy our tickets. So
Yep.
you know,
Yep. That's true.
we're doing our best over here.
Well, I guess it'll be what it. Maybe the Kickstarter will be ready today. Who knows? I don't know. Probably not. But in the next few days, it should be out.
Maybe. I mean, well, I don't know how much is left to go.
Gotta make a video. Gotta blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, somebody's got to make an announcement video. That's
Yeah.
probably like the biggest thing.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing, and then maybe a couple little details. But I guess we'll see. So look for that. But I guess that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. More details will be on the Kickstarter when it comes out, so keep your eyes peeled. I guess that's it.
Stretch goal: we get on the flight logs. We ascend reality, and we get to be on the mythical flight logs. We get to be
logs of
etched
what?
into history in the most admirable way possible.
By being on planes and being
Being
recorded
on
as
the
such?
no, not just any flight logs. The flight logs name.
What are
Come
the
on.
flight logs?
I don't know what you mean.
The Jeffrey Epstein jet flight logs, of course. What else could
the
I mean?
Lolita Express flight logs?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Now
Now I
Stretch
get it.
Goal, we go instead to Epstein Island
Yeah.
to have
Oh,
our
dude, that would be
Yeah.
epic.
Radcon 5 Epstein Island.
Yes.
Hop on
We
the
have
Lolita
to.
Express.
We have to kill ourselves.
Just like our
he
hero.
did.
It's our
I
hero
can't
Epstein.
wait. I can't wait to kill myself. Has anybody got a bed sheet handy?
Anybody got some gravity handy?
I
right,
don't actually. I'm all out.
We're done. Let's do voicemails. Let's go to voicemails now. We got
Okay.
'em.
That
Ready
sounds
for 'em.
good. How many do we... Oh, wait.
So okay, we
I can
fucking
see
issue with
how many we
rhythm.
got.
We all gotta play them ourselves, but we can do it. Leave your voicemails at the speak pipe link down below. It's still working. I didn't change anything. Still going just fine.
I forgot about the worst part of this fucking show. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
let's
that's true.
let's go. Let's go.
We have 8 of them. Do you guys
Wait,
y'all have them up? You have them up?
Shit. I gotta set it so it's coming out of my headphones instead of my
God
speakers.
damn it.
I
Oh
know,
my
I always do
fucking
this shit.
god!
Hardware and sound.
Oh Jesus!
Can we talk about the real worst member of the PCP? Ben
Yeah.
Saint.
I mean, I have the exact same problem, and I've tried to fix it for weeks. It doesn't fix, so it will just come out of my speakers and get picked up by my mic. So I'll just mute myself while I listen, I guess.
Okay, I mean, that works.
Okay, I have fixed the issue. I'm ready to go.
Okay, we got first one is live from the Cuck Shed. Sounds like a winner. Okay, so on the count of 3, everybody play it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
So, did anyone in the PCP see Little Women? It's okay because
Little
you're all
Women?
men and that you're afraid to watch it. You got this. I believe in you, fam. Support women. Now.
Before it's too late. Wait, did we see
Yeah.
Little Women?
Have you seen Little Women? you seen little
No.
women?
Every day I see them.
They are diminutive.
They're pretty small. I mean, relatively.
I'd like to see more of them, frankly.
I
Indeed.
say, looking at my anime figurine collection.
I can choke them out
Wait,
really
before the show,
fast.
Ben was gonna say something really cool. Is there something like you met like a girl? Like you met a girl today, Ben?
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
tell that
from
story, please?
Is that
Uh,
true? Is it good? Is it funny?
Well, okay, the meme
it
is
was
that
a miniature woman.
Yeah.
this was the meme on the last Quickdraw we recorded. Like before
Yeah.
we started, I said like in the call, like, "Hey guys, I talked to a girl today,"
And everyone
then
fucking crucified him and
everyone
brutalized him,
nobody-
and laid his
we just
corpse
kept repeating it over and
ramshackled on
over
the
again.
floor.
Oh my god, she had
This was
huge
the worst
tits.
fucking
Her tits
voicemail
were
in the
so
entire
fucking
world, by the
big,
way.
you guys.
Wow.
You want?
cool.
Should I tell what happened? The
You already-
legendary
curious
You
story.
already said it on
Yeah.
the quick draw. It will be on the quick draw, won't it?
no, I want to fucking hear it. Goddammit! I
did-
haven't
I don't
did-
think
heard
you
it.
actually. You
Give me
don't.
the short
I don't think
version.
you actually told the story.
yeah, I
I think you
don't think
started
you
to
got
tell it,
to
and then we
that.
made fun of you.
I don't think I did. Okay.
Okay, all right.
It sucks. It's a bad
Okay.
story.
Good,
So
good.
strap in. Well, I was at Garment District, shopping for women's clothes, like
Yeah.
I do, and I don't know. There was just a girl walking around, and she was really cute, and she had the biggest tits imaginable.
Incredible.
And it was amazing. And so I was walking around, going through racks and stuff, and
Going
she just
through
came out
racks.
one door. And I was like, just happened to be in her path, and like
Yeah.
we looked at each other. We just happened to sort of make eye contact, and I was like, "This is it. This is the moment of truth."
Yeah, sure.
So I just like waved, and I was like, "Hi," and she was like, "Hi," and then and this maybe I don't know if this sucks. I was just like, "Wow, you're gorgeous," and she was like. Is that bad?
no, it's look,
Is
it's
that
fine.
bad?
Ignore the Zoomers. They don't know
Yeah,
how
that
to
is
talk to
fuck.
people.
Yeah, so I just said like you're gorgeous, and she was like, "Thanks, I really appreciate it." And I was like, "Okay, she doesn't want to be spoken to by
No.
a male in public, and that's
Okay.
her prerogative." So I was just like, "Haha, okay, cool."
Wow.
And that was
enough.
it. That's
Fair
the whole.
enough.
That's the whole story.
It's almost like the fucking worst method in the entire world you could have done to get inside her pants. Fucking
give me a
backfired.
give me a better method.
You have to
Zoomer.
work up to that. You can't fucking just say, "Hey, you
I
want
have
to
to-
fuck right now." You can't just say that.
Okay.
People don't want
All
to
right.
fuck.
suppose
You want to
when
fuck
it comes
right now.
to, yeah, it was perhaps a slightly coming on a little strong. But I mean, look, whatever, it doesn't matter. At least you
What
talk
the
to someone.
fu- what
These-
the-
When's
give
the last
me-
time
what-
Munchies talked to another human being
Propose
ever?
me
Never.
me an alternative strategy that you would not be making fun of then.
Listen,
Ask her
Honestly,
about what
whatever
clothes she's
specific
looking at.
thing you say,
Yes.
people will mock. Whatever the specific thing is, they'll be
Okay.
like, "That's not good enough," because people are so precious about their interactions with girls.
Oh, hi. What you buying for? You out shopping? Yeah, nice
Then you
weather
didn't
we're having.
execute your 1, 2, 3 incremental negs. You didn't
we
establish
could
rapport
always-
first.
Ben, you want to play this game? Okay, we can all just use silly voices too. Hey, you're looking beautiful today, babe.
That's probably more accurate to how
Yeah.
it actually
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
to an outside observer.
Listen, by,
And
it's
then you
tired-
blew
I'm
Vegas.
imagining
Nice.
Ben Shapiro's sister. By the way, I'm just imagining that the person that you're talking to.
Well, now you know the story, and you can
Well,
all
and we
you
were
can
right
all
to
go
laugh
fuck
at
you
you.
can all go fuck yourselves. You know what?
Yeah.
What have you done today? Nothing.
I too have talked
I
to
ju-
girls and embarrassed myself in doing so many. This wasn't even that embarrassing, but I
I
have
don't-
done far worse.
Yeah.
And to anyone, I would just have you ever told a girl she was gorgeous in your fucking life, you cowards? I just know there's people out there laughing, and I want them dead. But okay, that's enough. That's enough on that.
Like, I'm sorry. If I say, never mind. I don't
fine.
have to. I don't have to justify myself.
It's fine
No,
to say.
no.
It's just like in a clothing store, it's a bit weird. Like it's just blanket a bit weird to start with that.
Oh my God,
this is-
anyone who
this
thinks it's
isn't a
weird
moral
is a
issue,
pussy
Ben. All I'm
and should
saying is
kill
you blew
themselves.
it. You could have had it and you blew it. That's the only concern.
Yeah.
here.
Okay. But you're right, Munchie. I fucked up.
He took his shot, man. He took
I
his
made
shot.
a critical error.
You made
Yeah.
you cringe posted in real life way too fucking hard and you blew it.
I mean, it's not like I expected it. It's not like I was like, oh, if I say this, she'll be all into it. She'll be all over me if I say she's gorgeous.
It all comes down to episode 3 of Fooly Cooley. I think that's episode 3 or episode 4 about swinging the bat. So many people
That's
just
episode
don't
4
swing the
because I
bat
stopped
at
at
all.
episode 3 and I haven't been there yet.
Okay,
so-
then maybe it's episode 4. But it's so much more honorable and respectable to swing the bat even if you fail. They just sit there
Thank
like
you.
a
You
pussy
miss
and not do
100% of the shots you don't take. There you go.
Exactly. Okay, all
And
right.
you know what? Okay, I'm gonna justify myself even more.
Okay.
You know what? I could tell by her response that she
Yeah.
wasn't like super comfortable with it, and so I
Sure.
was like, okay, well, I'll leave you alone. And I didn't say anything else
Yes,
to her.
that
And
was well done.
And I think I did everything right. So there you go.
There you go. There you go. You're gay.
Sickly.
Take a lesson.
Hey, babe, do you dip French fries in milkshakes? Do I have an ice cream flavor for you?
Next time listener, next time you're gonna call into the PCP with some dumb question, be like, "Oh, I saw this girl, and I don't know how to like tell her I like her. Like, how do I ask a girl out? Just remember, just use the Ben Saint method
And get rejected immediately.
and get the Ben Saint results.
Yeah.
That's right.
if you play the Ben Saint game, you get the Ben Saint earnings. That's what you
But
get.
you know
you
what?
know?
But you know
Very
what I
true.
got though? You know what I got out of it?
What?
A story.
The moral victory.
Of course. All right, let's go to the next fucking
Still on
voicemail.
top.
That is what we're
Don't
supposed
pretend
to be doing.
to like jazz unless you know who Ben Saint is.
All right, voicemail number 2 is from Gay Boy Joe. All right, you guys all good? Ready to play it?
I
Ready
am
to play
ready.
it?
Yes.
Good?
This
All
is an
right.
eyebrow.
On the count of 3, click on it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I wish our man got face the facts. I'm 20 fucking 5, but my voice still cracks. I'm a little bitch, ain't worth it. Shut my dick. But I got not but fucked a dude, even though he had AIDS and a bad attitude. Cause even though I ain't gay, there ain't no way I'd get in there late, even if I had to pay. Cause I'm ugly as sin. Couldn't even begin to count the pimples in my face. Like the night sky, constellations all over the place. And I'm sick and tired of running this damn rat race. I can't keep pace. That's all I got.
Poetry. Poetry.
Pointless.
Thanks,
Cool.
Joe.
I like how he stumbled.
job.
That was funny.
Utterly
funny.
pointless.
We asked for poetry.
Self-deprecating humor is perennial. It will never go out of fashion.
Indeed. By the way,
It
somebody
would have been
else-
funnier if he was like
Yeah.
badly rapping about how good he can rap.
I suppose that's true. That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
there was another guy who left on that. I think it was like PC Poetry. Okay, that guy left one interesting poem about the Wright brothers, but it was over 2 voicemails. And look, I gotta tell you, if you are expecting me to commit to playing 2 voicemails for your voicemail, it's gotta be something above and beyond. And it was not up to quite that caliber, dude.
Pare it down.
Just pare it down to 1 and submit it again. Cut it, editorialize, remove some of that shit, send it again. It was good, but it was just too fucking long. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. Tectonic Improv. You guys good? You ready to click? Yeah,
Yes,
click.
this guy who, may I remind you, this is the guy who did a PCPU style lecture on the canon of Linkara and the Linkara universe.
Oh, right. Fascinating.
If you want to check it out, he's got a YouTube channel. It's called Tectonic Improv. It's entertaining.
Well, shit. All right.
He also
okay.
does other stuff, but
Let's hear what he has to say today. All right. Start on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
So Ben brought up that Matthew Matosis released a new video in the last podcast. He got cut off. I don't know if anyone had anything to say about that, but I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on it. Personally, I was really psyched to watch the video, and I got like 20 minutes in, and then I realized that I kind of want to play the game for myself, and I feel like the commentary will be a lot more enjoyable that way. Have you guys ever really had that sort of thought, where you wanted to watch like a video on like a game or an anime or something, and maybe you got like a little while in and we're like, you know what, I actually want to watch the show before I get any further into this?
This is the saddest reflection of modern society that I've literally ever seen in my entire fucking life. The fact that this is a quaint idea, like, ooh, maybe I should like actually like watch the show instead of just watching the video essay reviewing
go
the
easy
show
on
by
him,
my
Munchy.
favorite internet personality. Ooh, oh, that's such a weird, like, your new
bold.
kooky idea. Oh, very strange.
I'm
oh yeah,
I'm
I too
I'm
had this
gonna
other
defend it because
bizarrely idea.
I kind of don't care about spoilers, like almost ever. I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I was like, oh, a guy put out a video essay about a thing, but I haven't seen the thing.
Oh, the biggest example.
I better go check it out before I watch the video.
I watched all
I
of Twin
reject-
Perfect's
completely
works
reject
before
it.
ever experiencing any of the stuff they talked about, and I absolutely love them. But at this position, I had gone and watched all of Twin Peaks and like all of Silent Hill, blah blah blah, and they just came out with their giant season 3 of Twin Peaks like review or whatever. And for this one, I was like, okay,
That was a while ago.
Yeah, at this point it was months, but I still haven't. I just have been doing other stuff. I watched some of it, not all
Oh,
of it.
you haven't seen it yet.
No, I'm halfway through, give or take. So like,
no.
Wait, the review or through the show?
through the show, I put the review on hold to watch the show first. Even though that's different from how I consumed all the other material, but since I was so close and I just had to watch
But, like,
one
see,
thing.
You'd seen the old Twin Peaks, so you were
Yeah.
like largely you were in it
Exactly,
already.
which is why I felt
Yeah.
comfortable doing this.
Look,
But
yeah.
I just put it off because, like, I want to fucking experience it. They say, like, it's the spoiler warning of a lifetime right now. At the very beginning, I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'll.
Yeah,
Fair
I'd
enough.
seen the old Twin Peaks.
Mhm.
I wasn't that interested in watching the new one. So even though I thought about it, I decided to just go ahead and watch the video anyway, and I don't regret it personally.
Well, that's fine.
Even if I did later on decide to watch the new Twin Peaks, I don't think it would like hugely denigrate my enjoyment of it.
You're probably
but-
right. Probably, it might even improve it. I don't know.
It's not about
Maybe.
spoilers or not. Don't you see what's happening here? You're all lying to yourselves because so often it's not like, oh, I'm intaking this information and I will watch the show eventually, but I'm just getting spoiled for it now. I don't care about that. That's a completely separate issue. So often, 99% of the fucking time, it's not. You are just watching the video essay or the review of it, and you never get around to the actual thing because you've just intaken all the information from it, and that's completely different from actually watching the show, but you've satisfied your bloodlust and hunger for content,
Sure.
so that you're not actually going to get around to it. This is the exact opposite of what should be happening. You should be actually watching shows instead of just watching regurgitation.
that's exactly what I described.
I don't know how many shows I actually want to watch though.
Well, that's a problem.
There's only like 2 shows per year that are worth anything.
There's good old
Not
ones.
currently. Yeah. There's tons of old ones.
Like I could easily see someone making like a great review. Maybe I'll
I
do
mean,
this
like
one
to
day.
watch. Like I watch 2 things per year.
Okay,
yeah,
sure.
and that's a problem. And I'm
Maybe
trying
one
to
day
work on
I'll
it
do
in
a
my
big
own
video
life.
on like The Sopranos,
I-
a show I loved and watched the entire thing. It's like 7 seasons, but it does rule. But like anyone who I'm like, hey, go watch it first. We're talking like 7 seasons or whatever of a fucking show. So that's a big commitment.
I have a lot of like, oh, it would be nice if I could get around to watching Star Trek: The Next Generation or something.
Yeah.
I have lots of
worth it.
like a list, like mind maps of those things. But like, I feel like in the free time I have, getting that all set up annoys me, and even if it's easy, I don't like binge watching things, and so I don't know.
You don't
I
have
think
to
it's
binge
just
watch Star Trek,
it's a
but-
different mindset to sit down and watch some episode of a thing than it is to like passively intake a YouTube video while you're doing something else.
Yeah, and it's a massively worse experience. You get
You
way
can
less
passively
out of it.
consume. I will strongly advocate. Star Trek is a show. Most of it I watched tabbed out, just listening to people talk, doing other work. It's absolutely a show you can do that. But I'm just making my little pitch because I love Star Trek and I want everyone to watch it. Neither here nor there. In any case,
I mean,
point is fair.
I would like to be in the mindset where I want to consume thing, but like I very rarely get excited for anything. It's not
Yeah,
even like YouTube. This has
same.
been like all of my life. Like I just don't care about stuff. I have a very
feel like
very
I'm
small
so
pool
glad.
of things I'm extremely
so
passionate
glad
about.
You're on the same page as me. I just don't care. I just don't care that much about. Oh, a show is out. How good could it possibly be?
Well, look at the classics, though. I mean, I would find I'm certainly.
I mean,
interested in
it's
what's
not
become a
even it's not
classic.
even like it's not even about like current things. It's all media. Like I intake
Yeah.
not that much media, and I'm pretty happy with the amount of that I don't watch. Like, because
Fair enough.
I don't know, like it sort of gets overwhelming if I'm trying to watch one show, like 1 episode per week. Even if it's an old one, it's just sort of like who cares?
I think without strong influences in your art and being an artist and not seeking out other artists' work, I think is a major detriment to your evolution as a human being and as an artist. I think it's a big
You're
problem.
probably right, but just like such a small percentage of the things
I mean-
that I do consume end up being like meaningful to me.
Sure, but
It's
that's what
just
you
it's
gotta
discouraging. It's
there's
discouraging.
a sense. All right, there's that. All right, but there's also like life experiences. I'm not saying like YouTube is life experiences. YouTube is definitely bad, and I agree with you on that. But like when it comes to meaningful experiences, I know what I like, and I seem to like the same things every time. And so like going for a walk is like something, just, I mean, I went for a walk today. I walked the dog. And it was cold, but the sun came out, and the sun was like glistening on the like lake and across the grass, and it was like incredible. Like, I would much rather had gone on that walk than watch a few episodes of a show I've been meaning to get around to.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I,
Hey, what can you say?
I get you. I mean, I understand that, but I think that novelty is a virtue. I think originality is a virtue. I think that experiencing new things is almost inherently good, and I think that people overestimate how hard it is to get into things, even that are super long. Like let's say for Homesick, for example. For instance, and this isn't a great example because this is an extremely short show, but as we were just talking about it, Fooly Cooley has been on my radar forever. And I've always wanted to watch it, but I just haven't gotten around to it because I fucking hate watching things. I'm on the same page in the sense that it's like I tried to watch like a couple like episodic dramas or like HBO dramas, and it was so fucking hard to slog through them all. But once I get into a show and I just say, okay, today I'm gonna watch like an episode, if I get the time. I've just been putting on Fooly Cooley during lunch breaks, where I normally would put YouTube on because I've blocked YouTube from my computer literally indefinitely forever. By the way, link in the description to my Tumblr post 2020 where you can read all about why I'm doing what I'm doing. But anyway, I've been watching Fooly Cooley, and it's not that hard. Obviously, it's only 6 episodes, but like I can easily see doing this for a longer show. It will take some time to realize, but it'll be so much better for me in the long run and feel so much better even in the moment than doing the same sort of stuff that I've done 1,000 times before and rewatching a Doji Bro video and doing all this shit that I've done a million times.
Well, there's your mistake. Did you finish Fooly Cooley?
No, but I'm close.
Oh, it's so good. It's
When
my favorite.
I first like started trying to watch anime in 2014, I watched like Space Dandy and Killer Kill because they were out and they were cool, and Ava and Gurren Lagann and Cowboy Bebop. But then, and Fooly Cooley, I think. But then there was like Gunbuster and Diebuster, which was recommended to me by you two, Ben and Nate.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was. I think it was just sort of the wrong mind. This thing I'm talking about, like the wrong mindset to enjoy or view something. Because I watched it to get it off the checklist, and I was like, cool, sure.
Okay.
And I was my reaction was not cool enough in the chat, I remember, and you were like, "What the fuck? Isn't it the coolest thing ever?" And I was like,
I stand by it.
Sure.
Oh
sure.
God. This just proves even more that society is fucking crumbling before me, that the West is falling. This literally proves
We
it. 'cause
truly live in a fallen state.
It's literally okay. I understand why you have that. It's not like your fault, Hippo. That's just what these institutions in life has bred us to believe. Because we want to check out these check off these checks on the list. Because we want to be a part of the conversation that people are having around us. We want to be a part of like the YouTube sphere. We want to be able to consume all this stuff about it. We want to get into the fandom and shit like that. That's terrible.
That's my whole argument, is that like if I'm not in the right mindset to like take something in, it's going to be at the expense of the thing, and I kind of don't want to do that.
Oh.
Okay,
I'll watch a show
enough.
when I feel like watching it,
No,
and then
fair
it'll
enough.
be way better.
I'm not.
I think
I'm
we
not
all
mad
understand
at
this
you.
point now. Let's go to the next goddamn voicemail.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, next one is the Puppet Master. We all ready? You guys good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, on the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Does being autistic like help you focus on your project, dude? Is that like helpful for you? Shut up!
Oh, Nate, you wound me deeply. Before I respond to that, I just need to reiterate the most important part of my last voicemail, which was cut off by your autistic screaming, and that is to profess my undying love and affection for Hippo and everything that he does. Although I did once leave a nasty comment on one of his previous videos, and I think you know which one it is. Sorry.
What?
Anyway, yeah,
What
I
is
know
fucking wrong with
Digi
this
is a
person?
complete and utter madman, and his whole autism spectrum thing is just a meme. I threw it in there because I thought it might be funny, and you know,
Tell us more of your
it was
life
deadpan
story,
and
buddy.
Completely serious, so
Oh
I
my
understand how you
God.
thought that I wasn't joking.
Oh
Come
my
on, give me some credit here.
God.
I'm not that fucking autistic. That aside, I'm really glad you guys liked the Communist Hell voicemails enough to put me in the PCP voice grill, and I would really like to do a finale at some point this year, if I can find the inspiration to conclude it. It's a nice creative outlet to do fun stuff like this, and thanks for the advice. I'll try it out and see how it goes. And also, Nate, I was not joking in the voicemail from Comrade Stalin, October of last year. From one software developer to another, coding and coder are normie words. To thick dick master race digital gods like us, it's called programming. Anyways,
Sure.
Thanks again, guys. 新年快乐.
Voice jail, voice jail, voice jail, voice jail, voice
Voice
jail,
jail,
voice
voice
jail,
jail,
voice jail, voice jail,
What?
voice jail, voice jail, voice jail.
I mean,
I
for the
can't-
record, this man has been previously in Voice Grail until this point.
Jail him. Jail him.
Voice jail.
Okay,
voice jail. This was
before
the
we make that
worst
decision-
voicemail I've ever heard in my entire
There's
fucking
something
life. This was
okay. There's something
abysmal.
going on here. There is a brand of voicemail leaver who like weirdly thinks that we need to know so much of their like personal backstory with like the voicemail. Like, guys, I left
mean-
this voicemail, this voicemail. You need
I
to
mean,
know
this
that.
is
That's important.
clearly
Context.
shows that he is actually that autistic
I
with the amount of
understand-
like he
I understand that urge.
assumes so much that we would remember all of
They
these
probably
things
like want
that he's
credit
done.
for their
I mean,
work,
I do.
which
I
I
mean,
get.
I do remember them. I understand the urge.
Yeah.
But like,
But like
don't-
specifically
don't
the
tell me-
comment that he assumes I know that he left and will remember when he
Don't-
mentions it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's
tell
talking
me
about.
That you're gonna make a finale. Just like call in with the finale.
Yeah.
And we'll
Yeah.
hear it. You know.
Like,
yeah.
this is so long, so meandering, such a waste of fucking time. Just pussyfooting, like, apologizing and clarifying
Yeah.
previous voicemails. What a more pointless thing could possibly exist. You are
I gotta
a
say,
fucking
I expect-
autistic
Let's fucking kill this
moron.
guy.
You
Let's
are
fucking
insane.
rip this guy a new one.
You are a psychopath. You are a Unabomber. You are a fucking
This is just pure
motherfucker.
constructive criticism, no doubt about it, to help the puppet master and those like him leave higher quality voicemails in the future.
Right, you're in the fucking voice jail. This is literally the fucking worst day of my entire life.
I guess the people have spoken. I guess he's going
we
straight
are
to voice
personal
jail.
enemies. I am on a first name basis with you and your mom.
We're putting the voice
Next.
puppeteer in voice jail. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. She pollution from the future. Oh, this is the person who asked us like our thoughts on what would be left in the future. Reporting from the future, it seems. Okay. All right, you ready? Ready to click? Ready to click? Yep. Okay, on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hello?
Ow.
Can you guys hear me?
We're receiving you. Yes.
Hello? Yes, okay, yes, hello, it's me, Sheepolution, from
Hello.
the future. I was too curious about if your predictions were correct, so I built a time machine. So let's see. Ben is still in keto. He also got his 26th kidney stone.
Well
Oh, and
done.
Digipro has a father now. You guys added a patron tier for naming his kid like you said you would. And, well, let's just say that you guys call him Nick for short. The PCP still exists, and your channel is doing great. You got lots of subscribers when a short clip of Hippo making a joke became viral. Something with apple juice and dogs. Also, Nate's in prison for animal abuse. Okay, so there you go. Too bad my time machine can only go 1 year into the future.
Hey.
Well, see you next year.
All right.
Bye.
You saved it at the end.
All right.
There you
Well,
go. 1
Sorry,
year.
if you are not, if you don't have like a proper American accent, then you cannot put a voice modulator on. You can't do it. It's like the double whammy.
It can make things. I mean, every word that was modulated, I understood in that.
One
I
of
heard
you-
my name, but I don't know what he said.
One of you is echoing, by the way.
It's not me.
Hypocrite, probably.
It is hypocrite.
It's when I'm listening to the things only. It's an unfortunate setup. I'll
Yeah,
cut
okay.
it out of my audio.
Okay. Well, hey, there's Sheepolution. Thanks for the report. In a year, we'll look another year into the
Glad
future.
to know the future's bleak.
Indeed.
Just like I expected.
Yep.
Called it. # called it.
All right, let's go to the
Thanks.
next one.
Looking forward to it.
Okay. Oh, here's an interesting one. No more shit lectures. Let's hear what he has to say. All right, on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so what made the original PCP lectures good is that we had each member's like esoteric autistic perspective on this very weird subject and how it related to them. So we had Nate with his devotion to Kingdom Hearts and how he understood its weird nonsense plot across all the games. About Ben, how he explored Christian as a person through Christian's work. And then Munchy, like loving performance art through Parkour Dude 91. And then the next year, for Radcon 3, they all deliver utter fucking dog shit. Nate just poorly remembers plots to the Final Fantasy games, and there's no connection there, and just it was boring and useless. Ben just tells you the plot
agree
to a
about the Final
webcomic that
Fantasy
has Sonic to it, so I guess, that's the same, even though there's literally nothing interesting about what he says. And then Munchy just watched a YouTube video once and then repeats it back to the audience. So congratulations, lad. You really put in the effort. You really did the groundwork there Don't fuck it up
Yeah,
this
he got
year
you.
for
I
Radcon
did.
4. Actually put the work in. If you don't have a lecture to be interesting, just don't fucking do one then. Thank God Digi and Tom could save Radcon 3. So please, don't be shit.
Yeah, Digi's gonna say a Radcon 4.
No doubt.
I kind of
think that
low
both of
key
the lectures
agree,
that
but I don't think
a little bit.
But did you have to hurt my
Munchie's one was
feelings
bad.
on the way, sir? That's my one question.
I think both the lectures I'm planning on giving I think are pretty solid. So I don't think the Tails Gets Trolled lecture is shit. I don't think it's as good as the Sonichu one.
Yeah. He's probably
but it's
pointing to
fine.
that drop off, I guess.
It's
in
good.
some degree.
It's good, and I think I have some interesting points to make about Jennifer Diane Wrights, and I think that I have lots to say about Chris Chan post 2000 whenever it was that whenever the last one ended. It's gonna be good. Fuck you.
Maybe I didn't explain it well enough in the actual lecture, but like it's not like I had seen that video recently. Like it had been like a driving force between like I had seen it like as a kid and had continuously come back to it over the years, and it's been something that I had like ruminated on many different times. So the human history lecture didn't like come out of like the ether like a couple weeks beforehand. It was, I mean, maybe I didn't come through the lecture and therefore it made it worse because of it, but like it was definitely not like random or like I watched a YouTube video. I watched a very important YouTube video and then I regurgitated.
Hey, true. Yeah, all right. These are fair points. Keep them in mind. All right, anyway, let's go to the next one. We've got Mass Effect mouth noises. Okay, let's do it. On the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
All right, Mr. Bestman. I have a complaint from last week's episode. You claimed that Mass Effect 3 was a bad finale, when really, only the very ending was a letdown, and the rest of the game and its multiplayer were received pretty well. What's your take on that?
Voice jail. I hate this person.
I think isn't Tom the only one of us who's actually played?
I have not played Mass Effect. I'm repeating. I played was I not clear? Everything I know comes from Mr. B-Tongue's review videos.
Digi played Mass Effect. Jesse played Mass Effect.
That's true. None of them are here who actually played the game.
Why does this person exist? Why did he do this? What did he hope
What?
to
Yeah.
gain?
What a
Big
strange
Mass Effect
small complaint.
stan. Yeah,
This is the I'm sure there were people out there. These people always exist. That like when a wave of criticism appears, there's the people who are like, and maybe they're literally correct. They're like, sure, guys, your point about that one specific thing is fair, but there's all this other good stuff. Like, I could believe that. It's just, it seems like, wasn't the entire promise from the beginning of Mass Effect was a big story where your decisions would matter in the end. And like, okay, everything else, let's say, was great about the game. But when I think it's fair to say the most important thing, at least relating to the story, and it's a story-based fucking game, turns out they actually didn't plan it out, and it made basically no difference. I mean, at that point, it seems like fair to be like, can you call it a failure? I mean, everyone's got their definition, I guess, but
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable speculating, having not played it.
Yeah, fair enough.
We shouldn't even talk about it. We have nothing to say about it. It's literally stupid. It doesn't even fucking matter. And this guy is
Fuck
stupid.
you, Mass Effect mouth noises.
All
right.
Never call here again.
Yeah.
Voice jail, huh?
Nah, I don't feel that strongly about it.
I'm feeling pretty generous today. Voice jail. I'm feeling pretty generous.
Feeling generous.
No, that's giving him too much credit. I don't care. Whatever. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
We can hash this out later. All right, Zulfer
We
is
can
our
have
last
another 6-hour meeting about it.
Yeah, we'll have that. That'll be good. All right, Zulfer is our final one for the day. Let's see how he does. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I did it, PCP. I lost my virginity.
Yeah,
I completed my love quest by listening to your podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's how I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Step 1, I went to anime club.
Nice.
Step 2, I approached a cute, quiet girl that was just by herself.
And you said you're gorgeous.
Was calling Natsumi for the sake of the story, or just Nazi for short. Step 3, the most important step, I didn't talk to her about anime. Mm-hmm. We talked about philosophy, poetry, love, our dreams for the future.
Loser.
Okay. She wants to be a pediatrician, but she's failed the college entrance exam 7 times.
Oh my God,
I asked her why she can't pass a test. Biology, she says. I'm really bad at anatomy. A bell rang in my head. I knew exactly what to say. I look into her eyes and I just say,
I can help.
I'll teach you what I know.
Okay.
Well done, Zolfer.
Wow. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Munchy, I think you think that that's a real story, but it was clearly a joke story.
Yeah. Well, that actually makes it really good now. Actually, that actually completely changes it.
In that case, I'm very entertained.
Yeah. Guys, we have to have like an intervention here. Like, what is happening right now, Nate? Why are you like this? Why does this happen?
Hey, just consider that these were the best of the bunch. I mean,
just pick better ones.
There are no better ones. You heard the best ones.
Then pick 0. Pick none.
We could have.
We don't need to have
guys.
like
Listen. Your complaints are totally worthless, and I don't care. You just do this unpaid job, then you'll have nothing to complain about.
You do get paid.
No, not for this. No, I don't.
You get the ad. Okay, fine.
We've been over this many times.
Okay, well, listen, I'm gonna fucking slap you on the wrist and say do better. That's all. That's the only thing I have the authority to do.
I suppose that's fair.
And I'm gonna fucking work it to the best of my ability.
All right, that's it. We're done with this shit.
I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
Leave improved voicemails.
Donate to Radcon 4.
Donate to
wait, we're not actually done.
Assuming that it exists yet.
Voicemails,
and nobody
people.
knows.
SpeakPipe link. Voicemails. Please leave ones that are improved.
Or don't, honestly. Don't leave a voicemail, please. Please fucking don't.
Just leave the cream of the crop. Do it. Do your thing. We don't need your whole life story. We don't need your whole fucking voicemail you left in your whole fucking life.
What did I say at the beginning?
Just
it's
amuse
nap
us.
Time. It's still nap time. It's been nap time this whole time.
It's really loud nap time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but as they were saying, Redcon 4 Kickstarter coming maybe by this time this is out, but very soon.
Either out now or out soon.
Soon at the latest. So keep your eyes fucking peeled on this channel. It'll be here.
Go to the Rad Fuckers Cop Killer channel too, because there's like shit happening there right now, guaranteed. So
Fair enough.
Can watch that too.
Oh yes, Rowdy Fuckers Cop Killers Con is on.
Yes, right now.
As you hear this.
Powerful.
Holy shit.
Powerful
and
stuff.
And don't forget to look out for the next chapter of the Lord of Ghosts comic on giveandtake.site.
And and keep in tune for more updates to Lonesome Cactus, the best Discord bot ever made. It is Endless War was a pre-alpha for Lonesome Cactus. It's literally true. This is gonna eclipse it completely. And go to Quickdraw because there's gonna be a bunch of shit. I mean, there already is shit now, and there will be more because yeah.
Oh, but I'll also say, I guess, while we're on this, more videos for me. Go check out my shit. But more importantly,
hey guys,
right now,
more Weaga was on the way, guys. Yeah.
On the Content channel, we just did our big seasonal anime wrap up that people always enjoy. Part 2 will be out by the time you hear this, so go check it out. It's a good time. Everybody likes it.
Nate, I'm gonna racially profile you.
Hey. I got a little bit of news. I got a little bit of funny news this week. Just yesterday, or maybe the day before. You fuck off. The Sonichu lecture hit 1 million views.
Oh, wow. That's right.
Pretty
Congratulations.
Cool. Now no one can watch it again. It has to stay there.
I got that nice M under the thumbnail.
You got that nice W in life.
What?
It's a win, Ben. It's a win.
Oh, yeah.
This is what the urban youth say. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know all about them. They've adopted me. All right, that's it.
That's what's up.
We're done, everybody. Hey, patreon.com/the Pro Crastinators. Support the show. $5, get the bonus episodes. $1, fucking Discord, and hang out with us, blah, 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 but give us more money. And also, PCB Minecraft. I'm sure it'll be back up by the time you see this. Hopefully, we'll see about that.
Oh,
and that's
God, is it not back up yet? Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, we're currently waiting for Shockbite to fix it. It's the problem on their side. We are convinced of this. They got to fix some bullshit. And hopefully they'll give us money, but they won't because they're clearly cheap motherfuckers. But we'll see what's up. Not our fault. But we'll have it fixed soon.
Well,
Play
I'm
Minecraft.
reassured.
It's a good time. All right, we're done. We're out of here. We'll see you next week, everybody. Radcon 4. Pay us money. We could use it. Thank you very much. All right, we're out of here. Later. Bye.